Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe on your way in.
Warning, the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Grab your hand. Throw it in there. Because let's be clear here. My name is Jedidiah Brown, and I fully intend to be the next United States Congressman of Illinois' 2nd Congressional District. And we're going to Washington, D.C.
Washington, huh? Looks like somebody's recycling one of his old grifts again. And I think you guys better roll up about 10 blunts. And we're about to go back to the goofy side. And we got to do a follow-up on your boy Jedidiah, because he's taking shit to a whole new level. In this week's episode of Randomnews presents The People versus Jedidiah Brown. Now in the last video, we saw your boy doing some pretty foul shit, like ripping off his subscribers.
What's your name?
My name Robert.
Robert?
I hope to see you again.
I hope so too. I didn't mean to. What y'all was in here macking?
Shit, we backed him out $1,000.
Oh my God, don't say that.
We also watched Jed and his crew as they trespassed and destroyed private property. We watched Jed hit a woman and put a beat down on a bunch of citizens from Harvey with the rest of his goons. We also found out that Jed was extorting Hassan for money and allegedly made a side deal with Clark to get Hassan shot.
He squandered through me $5,000 by threatening me, coming to my plant with his goons.
He even decided to play an eye in A's face and brag about how rich he is.
I'm rich.
And you gotta be bold as hell to make a statement like that, knowing full well you grift your audience every day of the week when you come up with a new reason why you need money. But now that you're all caught up, let's head back to Harvey and pick up where we left off in the last episode. Now, if you go over to Goofy's channel, you'll find that he deleted all of his videos, to hide all of his crimes. Luckily for you, I got them all, and we're gonna review a bunch of them tonight. So let's head over to Trina Down's channel, because this shit was hilarious.
Come on. They're trying to lock me in this gate. They're locking me in the gate. Don't touch me again and I'm gonna beat your ass. Hey man, get your hands out of the face. Don't fucking touch me again. You can do whatever you want to man.
Here's Zesty Jackson, back at Hassan's place, harassing his workers.
Don't fucking touch me again. Get out of here, man. It's a private property. Trying to put me inside of a gate.
Does this Goofy not know we're looking at him? He's clearly standing inside of the gate, and they're trying to get him out.
You inside.
So the man I just had to push this man off twice. Get up, please. Stay out. Man, come on, get out of here, man. Why don't you get out of here, man?
Do whatever you want to do, bro.
Touch me again. Come on, get the fuck out of here, man.
And again, they're asking the guy that claims he's being forced into this place to leave.
Come on, man, get out of here.
You are not allowed to stay here, bro.
Put your hands on me again.
You trespassing,
You are
man.
in private property. Get out.
There Goofy goes, showing up to a place where he wasn't invited, starting another fight.
Hey, man. Him right there, he going to jail.
Now during the melee, Jaz's camera turned off. This is the aftermath.
I just had to fight a whole group of them.
And judging by the way your boy's breathing, either he just left the bushes of Hollywood Beach or he got his ass whooped.
See, they won't open the gate. They just tried to lock me in the gate.
And now your boy's blatantly lying to the police because they said,
Get out of here, man.
It's a private property.
Trying to put me inside of a gate.
clearly Jedidiah walked his zesty ass onto their property. Nobody put him there.
For shit, nachos with cheese.
I held my own, but shit, it was too many of their asses.
Which is the same statement he makes every time he leaves the Jeffrey pub.
Too many of their ass. Then one guy choked me up. It's all good.
Because it's well known that Jed likes to be choked by other men.
I want him locked up and his guy for choking me. The rest of them, mutual combat.
I'm sure in this situation it was more like zesty combat.
On the public, did you just hear me say that they pushed me in there?
I'm pretty sure everybody heard you lie loud and clear.
Yes, I was standing right here. The guy behind me pushed me, bro. But even if they didn't push me, I can walk.
Now, why would you blatantly have to lie to the cops if you weren't in the wrong? Your boy's a fucking clown.
This man just pushed me into this property. I've been standing on the public way. Then they attacked me. Now I have a trespass warning.
No, they warned him about trespassing when he walked his goofy ass on the property.
Come on, man, get out of here.
You are not allowed to stay here, bro.
Put your hands on me again.
You trespassing,
You are.
man.
But why believe your own eyes and ears when you can listen to that goofy?
Hassan's standing there with his lawyer like, what? Now look, we're gonna watch it again. Uh-oh, y'all.
And just like usual, whenever Goofy knows he's wrong and he did something incriminating, he tries to delete the video to hide the evidence. Too bad for him, Trina already had it.
Motherfucker, we already busted you, nigga.
And when Goofy saw Trina had the evidence, he tried to jump on her panel to spin the narrative.
Trina! What the fuck is that?
What the hell is your problem?
Oh, he got a ton of problems, so it'll be hard to pick just one.
I wanna know what the fuck is going on. Because why are you and Harvey doing the evictions like, bro, that shit is terrible.
Especially when you're not authorized to do so.
I'm trying to figure out, do y'all want somebody to be a pussy like the rest of them, or y'all want some real shit?
Sure, nobody ever asked for a zesty ass grifter to show up.
Jedidiah, you do know that in Cook County, that it is the job of the Cook County Sheriff to do evictions. That is
Absolutely. Absolutely. Trina, you're very smart. Now, let me help you properly apply it to Harvey. The issue with Harvey is that squatters in Cook County are protected. And so if you allow somebody to entrench themselves within a property between 14 and 30 days, now an eviction has to be performed.
It's called the law, but you know Jedidiah doesn't follow that.
You know that squatters have rights in the state of Illinois.
I sure do.
It's still performed by the Cook County Sheriff, regardless of if it's in Harvey, in Dalton, if you were the owner or not the owner. These are things that are done through the Cook County Sheriff's Office. So you need to ask yourself, why is Christopher Clark allowing you to do illegal
Typically it's done in Cook County. But I want you to know that when I had my own renters,
and now your boy's deflecting and not answering the question. He's about to start another word salad.
and the property that I had people in, I evicted them myself.
And I wonder if it was one of the homeless people he was sleeping with that got him fired.
And so basically, instead of me going through a whole eviction process, all I did was move their doors off of their damn hinges.
It is absolutely illegal to remove the doors to get a squatter out, meaning your boy was breaking the law again.
And we basically walked in there with them. They decided to leave. That was called a street eviction.
More like what he did is called illegal, because the real street eviction involved the whole legal process that the sheriff has to handle, not a grifting ass goofy.
And so the difference is that if they decide to leave on their own, then nothing has been done illegal. So if I also, if they take down the board and I take down the door, we're no different. We're both squatters. If I go in there and say you gotta leave and you don't put up a fight, that's not illegal. You chose to leave. If you don't call the police and ask the police to come and intervene, and I don't call the police and ask them to come, that's not an illegal eviction.
No, they're called a moron that likes to sound smart that doesn't know the law at all.
So you all have not understood. I know how to read the law, and I know how to properly apply it to my advocacy. Now, did what I just say not make sense?
It might make sense to those dumbasses in INA, but to us in the real world, you sound like a dumbass.
You straight up did illegal evictions when you had your own tenants. You did illegal evictions the other day, and that is the law.
It's not an illegal eviction. I just explained it to you. What did I just say that was illegal?
See what I mean? This dumbass is not self-aware whatsoever.
You kicked down the door people out who were squatting, and squatters have rights.
And it would have been the case if they would have rejected to leave, if they actually had any claim to that property and they were there more than 14 to 30 days.
If they were in a corrupt Harvey, they could have called the cops on you and had you arrested.
But for some reason, since Harvey's under the leadership of Christopher Clark, Jed never gets in trouble.
Trina, I offered to help them with another place, but y'all don't want to talk about that part. So what did I do that for? Because
if you let the proper people come in, which would have been the Cook County Sheriff, they have those resources readily available to take them to a place.
That's a good assumption.
This dude hasn't got anybody into a place. All he's been doing is causing chaos.
and sometimes there are no shelters available. There's all kinds of different things that go on.
And you see, since there's no shelters available, being an advocate and seeing that they're going to just tear these homes down anyway for the retention pond, and nobody has a date of when they're coming, wouldn't it be more advocacy to leave those people alone, because eventually they will have to go?
I don't think you are listening.
She's listening. She's just not buying this bullshit.
I have been consistently on record reaching out to all of these agencies about all of these problems that's going on the whole time I've been advocating. So while y'all sitting up there beating y'all chest, Christopher Clark this, Christopher Clark that, I didn't need for Tiffany nor y'all to give me permission to toe the line when I was whooping on her.
And by whooping on her, he means literally, because he loved to hit women.
And I swung and smacked that hoe and then looked up and saw a gold hair fleeing from me, and I realized that I just popped the shit out of Tiffany.
And when you're out in the street getting in a cat fights with women, you're a pussy.
When I did those Donald Trump stage.
Was he just speaking in tones like his mother? Because I didn't understand shit he just said.
When I did those Donald Trump stage.
And he got the nerve to call me tongue twisted.
When I fought for Kanika.
He meant to say when he clout chased and stole a bunch of money from Kanika.
When I went to Flint.
And accomplished absolutely nothing but made everybody look like a moron.
When I did the Justice Family nationally.
Which was another grift that flopped.
And I sure as hell don't need Christopher Clark's permission to do what I'm doing now.
Which you clearly called it chaos and breaking the law.
You absolutely do. Because if you didn't have Christopher Clark running with his shit behind and backing you up, you wouldn't be doing any of the shit you're doing without going the fuck to jail.
Well, prove it.
Him breaking the law and still being a free man proves it.
Why not use the approach of going after the corporation that's now owning those homes, because they got enough money to make sure that shit is secured and boarded up, and force them to spend their money for a lawful eviction?
She needs to understand that she's dealing with an activist who's only in this for clout, money, and to benefit himself.
Okay. And then you know what's gonna happen? Then the people gonna complain because the retention pond not being built. And then what's gonna happen is I gotta find a way to get to somebody sitting in an ivory tower.
And since he claims he's so connected with all these higher ups, that shouldn't be a problem, right?
Or I can go on the block, or I can go read the law, I can look at the situation, count up the costs and say, fuck it. Y'all gotta get up out of here.
Ass to Chicago State University and get you a motherfucking education in law.
And that's the best advice anybody could have gave him, because he clearly doesn't know it.
I really think you need to reel it in and do things with pen and paper and do it the legal way.
And then I'll be a police ass nigga.
Well, according to this, you're already a police ass nigga.
I'm gonna work very hard to get my friends at the DOJ to take a quick look over here in the city of Flint.
This goofy is a walking contradiction.
I don't understand it. I just don't understand it.
Got the costume, you may as well do
Yeah, Goofy sits around his house cosplaying as a cop.
Now, you done went up there and called the DOJ, and they said, we don't got no recollection of him. And I just find that to be absolutely funny, because what kind of idiot would I be to be certain I know that I have a relationship with the DOJ?
I mean, a real big, zesty-ass idiot, because you went around saying that shit repeatedly. Check it out.
I'm telling you, on the record, I got a call from the Department of Justice. Not the FBI, but the Department of Justice. There are different branches in the Department of Justice. They simply asked me to help discover the facts.
And I'm sure you remember saying this.
I'm gonna work very hard to get my friends at the DOJ to take a quick look over here in the city of Flint.
And if his friends at the DOJ won't help, he can always call his other friends, right?
I have an amazing relationship with the FBI. Pays very close attention to everything.
You looking at the face of a whole Goofy. And trust, there's plenty more examples around him claiming to work for the DOJ.
Did they call you and tell you? I called DC and told them I'ma sue the fuck out of them and whoever the fuck sent you. Because if they ain't called to tell you that, y'all ain't got a good relationship.
Well, I don't know what you gonna sue him for.
Yeah, he might want to go back and watch some of those videos he deleted.
What are you suing? What would they be telling me that for, Trina? I don't get it.
Because if they sent you, they would be saying, hey man, why is this lady calling DC talking about she finna sue the entire agency because you out there doing the most?
And when did I say they sent me?
Department of Justice. They simply asked me to help discover the facts.
And if you're part of INA, how many lies do I gotta catch a boy in before you wake the fuck up?
So I guess I don't care about y'all calling me grifters, because I got a hell of a lot of supporters and we get shit done.
No, he just got a bunch of gullible idiots who use it as his personal ATM machine.
Since Keith Price is the CEO of INA, he is totally responsible for all financial reporting, including taxes for INA, whether it is a real entity or fake entity, unknown entity, or whatever. And also all of those people who cash apps that you got scrolling across your screen, which haven't always been yours, it's been other people's cash apps, Vimos, PayPals, you like break those funds up. They're going to be responsible for that financial reporting as well.
And I hope they're ready for Jed to throw them under the bus when that time comes.
In our organization, the board is actually responsible for the reporting, the finances, and things of that nature. It's not a...
You can only have a board if you're incorporated.
And since your boy and the group of idiots are just cosplaying, you know they're not incorporated.
Just because you don't know the name of my real corporation don't mean that it don't exist. But when you send me something, if I choose to... If I can say who I want to say I am because I'm a smart man. The minute that I put out the name of what my real organization is, you get fat fucks like me looking for it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just as fake as that dumbass CBD company he tried to pull on you.
Lord have mercy, I don't want to show my company. Okay, so this right here is a premium CBD THC extract, full spectrum cannabis. Fuck!
And once I exposed your boy's company as being ran out of a janitorial office and it was a complete scam, if you go to the site today, this is what you'll see. A blank fucking page, because your boy's a fucking fraud. And for INA's sake, I hope they didn't order anything.
You will never find it because I don't want you to. But as far as the government is concerned, they know what my organization's name really is.
Once again, your boy makes an outlandish claim with no receipts. Classic Jedidiah.
It don't matter what the fuck I say on the internet. If when I get $1, I pay taxes, y'all can keep on looking. You will never find it.
You're never going to find it because the shit doesn't exist.
And it don't matter if it's my name or somebody else's name. If $1 comes and the government get their shit and we complying with our taxes, happy hunting.
And now you know he's a moron, because that's not at all how taxes work.
I know that you ain't say that.
She can't even believe how incredibly stupid he sounds.
Ask you this one more game.
But hold on, I want to say something to one of your audience members, Randomnews. I'm so happy that you really still think that you are doing wonderful work. I really want to keep encouraging you.
And there he is once again giving me verbal permission to do what I'm doing. Thanks, Jed.
To keep on eating, because you know I'll be big mad and I'm a whole goofy.
First honest words that ever came out of this dude's mouth.
I want to let you know that I appreciate you.
Well, I hope he appreciates this video, because I worked pretty hard on it.
And I also appreciate what you're going to be doing for me in the very near future. So keep on fucking playing with me.
I mean, if you insist.
Because, man, I don't know. It's people like you that make it all worth it in the end. And I want you to, I'm saying it to you on the record, bro. I am excited for when you and me finally have our encounter.
Look, bro, I know you're a fan and all, but I don't meet up with zesty-ass goofies.
Is she your mom? This lady right here, First Lady Brown.
My mother's not on the internet.
His mother got a YouTube channel and a podcast. The two lies for no reason.
Because this lady trolls and trolls and trolls, and I'm hoping that's a AI bot picture. Because, bitch, if it ain't, you in trouble.
That's not Jaz's mom. That's just some goofy with too much time on her hands.
It's like everybody that you team up with, it breaks apart.
Not at all. I have people in my organization that's been in every single one I had.
Well, I guess this would be a good segue into me showing you how full of shit your boy is. Because I found the hard drive the other day, and it had some lost footage on it. So let's open up the book of Jedidiah, and let me show you what he did to his old team. Now, in previous videos, I showed you this clip of one of Jaz's old team members, exposing the fact that he said he knew who killed Kanika Jenkins and how she died. Then he went even further and said he had it on videotape. And he and the rest of the Freedom Frauds went around trying to sell it.
While we were in Texas, after that protest, Jedidiah sat at that kitchen table and told us he knew exactly what happened to Kanika. He watched it on the video and he told us exactly how that girl got murdered. And he knew who did it. And my sister-in-law, Miss Yolanda, she can attest to it because she was sitting right there.
Now that, among other things, were one of the main reasons why Jad and his team broke up in the first place. Because they all realized Jad was full of shit and it was a complete fraud. And he disappeared quick as fuck. And after a year, his former teammates got back together to have a little reunion. And they were roasting the shit out of your boy Jed. And they were wondering whatever happened to that tape he claimed to have.
Drama, because I have not been fucking with you. My name ain't been in none of your bullshit. The only thing I'm guilty of, let me tell you what I'm guilty of, Jed. Is for believing in you, flying down there to Texas, spend my money.
And if you're a member of INA or For the Culture, just know you'll be in one of my future videos throwing your boy under the bus.
That's for Kanika in the comments.
That's what it should have been about in the first place. But everybody trying to get their hands on some change.
And here we are in 2025, and your boy Jazz still up to his old tricks.
You need to tell the truth, because the people want to hear from you. What did you say about Kanika? So when you go live, you need to tell the whole truth, because you definitely didn't tell the truth. You need to talk about the video that you saw. You need to talk about how she was a runner. You need to talk about how that white girl you drug in that van and how she terrified of you. Why you at?
Oh, trust, we're going to get to that white girl in the van story in a future video.
When he went to Detroit, he didn't talk about it either, because I told somebody that he gonna say, oh my God, like he didn't say that.
Which is usually what Jed does when he gets caught in a lie.
Because when he went to Detroit, one of the girls wanted me to tell, was gonna ask him to talk about it, because I told her what he said, but he didn't talk about it either.
And trust, you're never going to get him to talk about it.
All right, darling, let me add him on so he can talk about this. I'm gonna add you back.
Now spark up, because this grift is about to make a fool out of himself.
What? First of all, I ain't thought about none of y'all. Like, I'm watching all y'all go live. Everybody want to have this a reunion. What's this?
This is called being exposed. And at this point, your boy should be used to it.
Why did I bring you up? Because you said in your post, what did you say about the people that had you blocked?
And if you know Jed at this point, you know it wasn't nothing good.
And I'm the one that had your
name blocked. If I don't see your name tag, that means I don't fuck with you.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And your comment as a leader was disgusting.
Something you guys should definitely be used to at this point.
And then you got on your live last night and you lied about what you said. You asked me.
Hey, check this out.
When have I ever was a fraud, Mallory?
A question that he really should stop asking people.
I said when you lied about what you said to me, it's about Kanika, and that's when red flags went up for me.
Yeah, her, Kanika's mother, and everybody else.
Okay, so look.
And you asked me to repeat what you said at the meetings. I said, no, Jed, you tell them. You gave your version of what you said.
Hold on. Y'all.
And the world saw it.
Wait a minute.
Now I'm asking you to tell the truth.
So look, is this what you hold on, let me get out of this car for a second. So when y'all on here, I'm glad I got out. Let my phone on top of the car.
As you can see, when confronted with the truth, your boy will try every way he can to dance his way out of it.
Listen to me, Jack. Just like I said on my own live a little while ago today, I definitely went to the meetings like I should have, and I told you I meet people all across the world connected back in Nika Jenkins. And what am I telling y'all? I'm telling y'all what I know, what we basically figured out.
Yes, what the hell did you didn't
Let me
tell
talk.
us
Let
what
me
you
talk. Let me talk.
believe.
Let me talk.
You
Let me
told
talk.
us what you
Can I
Stop
talk?
beating
I can't
around
even-
the bush and come with it.
And we all know Jed loves beating around those bushes.
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't even care about y'all stuff no more. This stuff is crazy. I'm telling you, I'm happy. I'm good. Y'all all are acting like straight up lunatics. Y'all all got my name in y'all mouth. And you know what? I'm gonna start acting. I'm gonna start
talking about me too.
now. Hey, this stuff used to make me sad. Used to bother me. But man, whole time, ain't none of y'all.
People want to know that.
Now, we could just answer the question, but as you can see by the zesty ass look on his face, your boy's just gonna lie.
Tell us
Can I
what you
express
said
myself?
you saw.
Okay, Mallory, here you go. I'm gonna say it again, because hey, look, I don't got no problem with it. First of all, let's be real. The march and the stuff should have never stopped for the girl. Y'all all so strong. Y'all really should have kept going if y'all had that, if y'all had the energy to do it. But just like I said, from what I understand, the girl wanted to make a change in her life. And so when she wanted to make a change in her life, according to while we were marching, things that people said to us, according to the information that we was getting, when she wanted to make a change in her life, somebody didn't like it in the room. And then they made a decision that they was gonna do something to her. So from what I understand, it went too far.
And here's Chef Boys Are Zest trying to serve up another word salad. She asked you to say what was on the tape.
These are things that we've been told. These are things that we've seen. We saw video. They said, no, she didn't walk into no freezer. I don't believe she walked in the freezer. You eating this up, right? Because now you feeling like you finally getting something you can nail down.
She's laughing at the fact that he's exposing himself to everybody.
No problem. It's no problem. Listen, it's no problem.
You said you saw that video and you said that man wanted a big amount of money for that video. Did you not say that?
And that would be his fellow freedom fighter, Lewis Chamberlain, because they were the two goofies pushing that bullshit story.
We got information on a new video showing her getting choked out.
Now here's Rico and Lamont, two of Jazz former minions.
Lewis told us exactly what happened.
And as you can see, Rico was just naive as fuck.
Is that video real and authentic, and does it has a clear vision of her getting choked out?
You know, the so-called video that the cops can't get their hands on, but it fell into the lap of these goofies.
Lewis said he saw it as clear as day.
Well, let's hear Lewis say it.
Can you please explain to everyone on this live what you saw on the video?
And wait till you hear this bullshit.
You showed me the video, you know what I'm talking about. The one always acting like he got oil in him. You don't gotta say his name.
His name's Jedidiah, but you can call him Goofy for short.
He showed me a video of her being choked.
Sick Kanika's mom told Jed and his boys to fuck off. They needed a new way to make money off her daughter's death, so they came up with this bullshit.
So what I'm saying is this. If I can see the video where she was being choked at in the hotel and ain't nobody arrested, because it's clear in all the videos you see, dude in the blue, dude in the Adidas, we see all the foul play in the videos, but yet they ain't arrested nobody.
So they claimed they had a clear video of Kanika getting choked out. But let's get back to the story.
Wait, who?
You said you saw the video of the actual murder, right? Take place. The person who showed you the video. You're recording saying it.
Because Jad can't help but to jump online and incriminate himself.
You said the person who showed you the video, correct? Wanted a lot of money for this video.
You know the video him and his boy Lloyd tried to charge $100K for.
Fuck that $100K for the video, bro. I want to see the video.
Funny they were asking $100K for that video, cause Jad's asking $100K for a building right now. And when Lamont started pressing Lewis to see that tape, well, shit didn't work out too well.
So Lewis, I'm asking you as my brother, can you release or share that video for me? Because I would love to see that video, and I would love to expose that video to the public.
And once Rico Chad started pressing Lewis to show that tape, your boy's story turned from seeing the very clear tape to...
The video that I seen is blurry.
Now, how'd this shit go from...
Lewis said he saw it as clear as day.
But now that he gotta tell the truth, he's all like...
The video that I seen is blurry.
Because these activists are a bunch of frauds. So let's get back to the story.
You said the children were scared to talk.
And this dude lies so much, he can't remember half of them.
That's it. So, once again, now I don't know what you're talking about on that, but I said that there were some people who were coming forward while we were marching, and they changed their mind because it all got messed up, because y'all so messy.
The only person being messy was this goofy, and he still hasn't answered the question.
Y'all basically, y'all destroyed it all. And so the girl, the energy that y'all putting on here talking about me, because y'all got this soul, I'm just the biggest, whatever. Y'all doing all this talking about me. What is y'all doing for this, to finish this? Come on.
Can you say what you said at the chapter meetings about Kanika, and I'm not gonna talk.
And it shouldn't be this hard to get one person to repeat what they said.
I need you to recap.
What part is it that you're talking about, Mallory?
Everything that you ever said about Kanika when the phones went off, can you just repeat for them? Because they said that you talk, because I'm talking over you.
I'm asking.
So just recap that.
What are you talking about?
Everything that you said about Kanika. When you told us to cut the phones off and the iPads and stuff.
Yeah, that's another classic move by Jad. He would make all of his people turn their phones off so they couldn't expose his lies.
Hold her phone too. So I got. It's not. Okay.
No, he don't want them to hear the laugh.
I want them to hear.
What a fucking grifter.
What was said about Kanika when the phones shut off?
Is that what this is all about?
You're looking at the face of a whole goofy. She clearly told him that's what it was all about from the start.
So y'all
because that's what y'all was talking about.
That's what he said about Kanika.
Wasn't that the conversation?
When the phone shut off, he's not talking about it. We can go back to that, but I'm asking you, we can go back to that. I don't mind. But we're asking you right now what was said.
And if you're part of INA, just know that your leader's a lying ass fraud, and you're looking right at it.
I'm not gonna be on that long. I just think it's funny that all y'all people who left and supposedly went about y'all life and y'all business got my name in y'all mouth. I just think
y'all see this, right?
Yeah, instead of Jazz showing that he had some type of credibility, he rather just look like a
crazy. And so I'm gonna say it again. Number one, you said it. And what I told TJ and Mello, then when you call yourself checking me about Valerie coming back to justice, what?
We can talk about that.
The people don't care about Valerie right now. They want to know what you said when the phone shut off about Kanika.
And at this point, this shit's downright pathetic. Your boy's a straight liar.
I think you're talking about some details. You want me to give you some particulars about some of the things that I said. Again, these are things that we ascertained while we were up there fighting for her, and I am not going to go into no details because those things will give it to the police.
And if you're part of INA, tell him to show you the public record of him giving a snuff tape of Kanika Jenkins to the police.
I'm not finna go into no specifics on no Facebook Live. You think I'm stupid?
Yes, and zesty.
But you did at the meetings.
Okay, so let's talk about why we did that in the meeting. So
And just like usual, your boy ran away because he's a lying-ass fraud.
Can you send me another one?
And now you see why he lost his old team. Because they all exposed him for being a fucking fraud.
Oh my God. When everybody was upset at the fact that I didn't speak when Jed was like, oh, tell me what I said last night on the live. No, I gave him the opportunity to lie to you guys.
Which is the only thing Jed knows how to do well.
And today I told you the truth. Several people have came forward and told you guys what was said. So now, yes, I can move forward from it. And that bullshit he's talking about Mello and TJ, he records every fucking thing. Play the recording.
Yeah, those recordings are in the same condition of his YouTube videos. Gone.
Motherfucker, I'm just gonna say it. Motherfuckers got a taste of that power and it went to their fucking head. Everybody is not meant to be a motherfucking leader.
A statement Jazz should have took to heart. Because 2 years after this, once the MTV special came out, your boy's lie got completely exposed. And he had to come back and try to save face. Listen to this.
And that was that Kanika Jenkins was a runner.
You need to talk about how she was a runner.
And all it took was a whole MTV special in 3 years for him to tell the truth.
And that they were engaged in illegal activity in conjunction with the hotel. Kanika Jenkins wanted to change her life. Somebody did not want that. And they decided to give her over to some people who could benefit from a dead black child. Well, come to learn that was not the case. But people would even take that and be messy with it.
The only thing messy is your boy tried to run with a lie for over 5 years. But now that he's been fully exposed, let's get back to Trina Downs.
Hell, I got people in the organization now that's been with me since I've had any organization. So what you see is a bunch of motherfuckers who don't fit.
Name one person.
Why would I do that for y'all to attack them? Tell me.
Boy, back.
Once again, your boy makes a claim, but brings no receipts.
Look at this stupid fucking motherfucker. Look at this stupid ass. He's trying to take it, but Christopher Clark promised something to him. See, this is the kind of people who want a voice.
Yeah, you can see your boy Minion got your boy big mad.
So what was promised to me the last 2 decades, you stupid fuck?
How about that church Napoleon promised him years ago in exchange for the congregation's votes?
That man walked into my church when I was a young pastor. Didn't know who he was. And he stood in front of my church, did not ask for it, didn't invoke for it, and he made a promise.
More like he and Jad made a backdoor deal, pun intended, that didn't work out for Jad.
We had him come in our church, stand in my pulpit, and said to me, I'm gonna get y'all a church.
Now that sounds like a promise to me. Too bad Jad got played like a goofy.
As a young pastor who let a politician in his church, you all don't know what I went through when my church was like, where is the man who had us all excited and happy and praising God that you let in there? And why would you let politicians come in our church and do that?
Because he's a whole fucking goofy.
I gotta go.
Let me leave you with this.
Yeah.
Pat, you're operating in a gray area of the law to get things done for Christopher Clark.
Cause why get his hand dirty when he could just get Jad's goofy ass to incriminate himself?
I'm operating under the realm of the law as a free citizen for the citizens of Harvey.
And what? Okay, and that's fine. Why hasn't he met another person to operate that way as a free citizen?
Because most people got common sense and they won't incriminate themselves for clout.
Why did he wait until you to do all of these things?
I cannot answer that because I don't know about those things before I came.
He called himself an investigator, yet he did no research before he got down there. Come on, people.
Yo, stupid ass Random News ain't done not one fucking video exposing Andrew Holmes for what he did to Fania. So don't be on this motherfucking chat acting like you fucking care about Fania getting justice.
When did I ever say I cared about Fania getting justice? I don't really believe her story in the first place. All I asked him was, why hasn't he got justice for her yet, since he claimed he was the one that was going to do it?
Cause you ain't done a bitch ass thing to help her. You ain't raised $1, you ain't showed up to one event, you ain't done one video, and you ain't pursued nobody that was stopping her from getting it. So shut your tongue twisted, weird, goofy, the fuck ass up.
He need to be saying that to this tongue twisted, goofy ass bitch.
You the one big mad because nobody will ever call you when they need help.
If people call me for help, I wouldn't find a need to come online and brag about it.
Because they know you are satire.
Since it clearly states that it's satire in my copyright disclaimer, I hope they would know.
You're only good for a laugh, but I promise you this. I will have the last one. And the last laugh, last best. And the fucking fact that your stupid ass channel can't even crack 15,000 views and you've been...
What the fuck?
Looks like my comments got your boy big mad, and he had to go run away to go cry in the car.
Because I was going to ask the real question. The people in power is the board of trustees as it pertains to Fania Dukes. The same board of trustees that you supported, Jedidiah.
Meaning he could have talked to his bosses and got Fania some justice a long time ago. But then that'd be messing up his pocket.
They have full control of the purse. And so they can definitely settle this case, which they do with all cases in executive session. Why are they constantly having Fania go to court after they raised her arm in the air and Mary Avant like she won a champion fight? But yet and you're an advisor to the board, Mary Avant. You're an advisor to the board along with Valerie Stubbs. Why hasn't the board resolved this in executive session and settled the Fania Dukes case out of court?
And since Jad calls Mary Yvonne his mother, then why didn't he ask his mother to do that shit for Fania?
You politicized her pain as trustees in order to win your votes and win Jason as mayor. Where is her money?
Yeah, in Jad's pockets, because he just used her as a prop, just like the trustees did. But you better spark up for this part, because your boy came back on the stream 30 minutes later. And this time, that was a whole panel.
Did you have inappropriate contact with your cousin's son? Yes or no?
And tell the truth.
Truth is like kryptonite to this dude. You'll never hear it.
It's rather quiet, isn't it? Wasn't ready for that.
Okay, so next question. I guess he ain't addressing that.
Seems like that question is the only way to get the goofy to shut the fuck up for once.
See, Jed, is your mic okay? I ain't got him muted.
Ain't nobody got him muted.
See, Jad had never come on a panel and answer real questions. He's only good at lying, deflecting, and name calling.
So what makes you feel that because you're an advocate that you are above the law? What law in the United States or in the Constitution that justify you doing what you're doing? And I want you to quote that law.
He gone.
Yeah. See what I mean? That's a real question and your boy runs away. Don't worry, he came back 20 minutes later.
Hello again.
Boy, fuck the salutations. Did you have inappropriate
Who the fuck is you talking to? I don't even know you. Don't disrespect.
Did you have
Don't fucking disrespect me, you weird ass motherfucker.
Disrespect your dumb ass. Shut your dumb ass up, bitch.
You gonna talk to me with some respect, bitch.
Did you
and you
have
set your weird cartoon looking ass up. Y'all not gonna disrespect me. And I'm referring to the...
And this is why you don't let him on a panel, because he's never gonna answer real questions. He just wants to come up here for a show.
The goddamn host. So shut the fuck up.
Everybody every day.
Show me respect or shut the fuck up talking to me.
Shut the fuck up. You shut
Show me respect or shut the fuck up talking to me. Control the fucking room. I'm not about to do this shit with these weird ass irrelevant bitches.
And you gotta be a real weirdo when you call people irrelevant, yet you can't stay away from them.
Who the fuck are y'all to thinking I gotta answer y'all fucking questions? Y'all report on me because I'm the fucking headline, dumbass. Shut the fuck up.
About to go to jail.
Shut the fuck up.
Now, instead of this dude spending time arguing with irrelevant channels, why ain't he out there trying to get justice for Veneer right now and use that same energy?
I'm not talking to that motherfucker. Okay, my childhood name. What you think you doing with that stupid ass? Not a motherfucker. You ain't moving shit doing that. Jeff, my name was Daryl Eugene Coleman. My name now is Jedidiah Brown.
He also likes to be called Commander Tootie.
If I knew you gonna talk, cause if not, I'm off this motherfucker, because they not disrespecting me like that.
If I knew for a fact that I have been accused of sexually assaulting,
I don't have to engage your bullshit. If you want to talk to me about something, then do it respectful.
Jedidiah.
Okay, let's try it again. I'm being respectful. Jedidiah Brown, have you ever had sexual contact with your cousin's son?
Insulting ass question.
Yeah, your boy went on for another hour and a half just talking shit, not answering any questions. But he came back the next day with a big announcement, and that shit was hilarious. Check it out.
So what I've decided is I'm going to take this a step further beyond just being an advocate, because I cannot fight the entire Democratic Party of Illinois.
And if you already got a blunt roll, you might as well spark it.
I have decided that I'm going to launch my own exploratory committee because I am considering running for Congress in Illinois' 2nd Congressional District for the House of Representatives. And while running, you guys have my full confidence that this is going to be one of the most interesting races that y'all have ever seen in the history of Illinois.
And he must be desperate if he's recycling this old grift, because I've seen this money grab before, and all he did was take people's money and bounce.
Why is that? Because when y'all thought that investigate and advocate was something, listen to what I'm finna say out of my mouth. I told my team, forget about YouTube. I'm about to take every receipt I got and every ability that God has given me over these years, and I'm about to take this to a statewide, national stage.
And trust, every dumbass that donates to the campaign are gonna end up saying,
my money went the wrong way.
I am not worried about no detractors. I ain't worried about no lies. I'm not worried about no rumors, because when I opened up my mouth, I'm gonna be clear. It's about the people in this sense. I'm gonna run on the values and not for the party, because I gotta tell y'all what the party been up to this whole time.
How's he gonna tell you about some shit that he ain't even a part of?
By the time I get done talking, they gonna know that they should forget about letting the GDs in the door. They better not let Jedidiah in it, and I mean what I said.
They shouldn't let him in anywhere in Harvey, because he might start stealing money like he used to steal from the stores.
Hell, I spent most of my childhood stealing out of wooden keg. I'm surprised wooden keg's still standing. And if you live in Harvey World, you probably the one stealing the wooden keg now.
Look, bro, it's already enough thieves in Congress. We don't need another one.
If they mess around and I become the congressman, all I'm gonna tell you is, it's on. And I'm not about to be a person that's finna put on no show.
Remember he said that. That's definitely gonna come in handy later.
I mean it. And no, I'm not gonna stop building INA for the culture. No, I'm not gonna stop doing our broadcast. No, we're not gonna stop building our national family. No, we're not gonna stop raising resources to get our home.
Because those grifts are the only sources of income your boys got. He ain't fucking that up. And you know what they say, when the bell rings, a grifter gets a new grift. So let's see what your boys' lives gonna be this time.
Well, I think the message has been received. Just got an emergency call.
And if you are hitting a blunt, stop right now, because I don't want you to choke on it.
I knew it. Me coming in this race is going to be a threat far greater than any announcement that I've ever made.
And you can tell by the look on his face that he's about to say something real fucking stupid.
I'm asking for your prayers, but I will be contacting my friends over at the Department of Justice and at the FBI, because I just got another threat against my life. And we're not happy where that threat is coming from.
Yeah, your boy announcement was so big that other Congress people are threatening his life, even though there was only 120 people watching this bullshit.
I'm not afraid of
Kellogg's supporters or his friends or anybody who protects him. I do not fear Kellogg. I never will. That is my response to the message I just received.
Now, if he claiming Kellogg and his people are threatening his life, why doesn't he take these messages and get a restraining order? Oh, I forgot, he's lying.
One of the things that I'm very confident in is that when you make an announcement like this, there's more eyes on me than will ever be. So anybody who would even think about harming me, they better be careful. Because there's not only the eyes of Big Brother, there's the eyes of God. That is my message to the people who are sending me these messages.
And I'm sure these people that he made up in his head are looking at him going, you're looking at the face of a whole goofy.
Put your seatbelt on, brace yourself. This gonna be one hell of a run. Clear my time so I can be available. Just give me my assignment. Oh my God, that's crazy.
There's another dumbass that's gonna be up here like,
My money went the wrong way.
Woo! Can y'all see it? Can y'all imagine that Jedidiah Brown in Congress? Send me to the Capitol.
and we all know this is gonna blow up in his face in spectacular fashion. But how's he trying to run a race when he's actively trying to destroy somebody else's campaign? So check this next clip out.
I'm waiting on God and I'm just trusting God for Jedidiah. While I believe in what he'll do for those that he'll send me to help and to serve and to stand alongside.
Now spark up and listen to the ways he fucked up the lives of the people he was sent
to help and to serve and to stand alongside. There's a lady named Rose Morrow in Flint, Michigan.
We'll just call her victim number 1 for short.
And I met her. She was very nice to me.
Which was her first mistake.
And she had called me and said, look, I talked to this man. Let's go to this park that he has. And I'm going to do a flyer. And there are just so many people who are saying they're coming. And it ended up basically being a farce. There was no people. The park was right, but in my mind, she tried to usurp the moment, and in my mind, she also tried to sabotage it.
No, she just didn't make Jad the center of attention, and he couldn't take it.
When the issue happened, I just let it go. And then I moved forward, and now the same individual have shown up, and we said we were going to help Beverly with her challenge, and then Rose says, I'll commit to $50.
And that would be a good thing for Beverly's campaign, but not a good thing for Jad's ego.
And I wrote on the status, I said to the guy who asked for everybody to do it, which is Stanley Woods, who's in the comment section, I said, don't hold your breath on this one. And then I got a call from Miss Beverly.
Because I'm sure she wasn't happy that Jad was fucking her money up.
I said, what's up, Miss B? She said, did you say something about Rose? And I said, yes. I said on a statement, on a status, don't hold your breath on this one. And I was telling him that because his response to her was, and I'm gonna match it, I'm gonna do 52. And I just wanted to make sure I told him the truth as I know it.
More like he just wanted to be messy as usual.
Don't give if you think that it's gonna be a match. And you're going to end up with $100 for this because you'll end up probably with 50 because of her. And this is why I don't know her well enough.
Yet he's going out of his way to slam her character.
But if you are somebody that has good intention, then when you do something so bad, or when something happens as bad as it did, you would have the character to call and apologize.
Yeah, he still hasn't apologized to his cousin for making fake GoFundMe pages over her son's death.
But what I find is that people will do stuff and then they'll go on, not understanding that you've caused real pain and real injury and real offense.
Which is the same thing he did to Kanika Jenkins' mom.
Because I let you create a flyer. Then you create a flyer that went against the grain of what we talked about. You created a narrative.
All this because your boy's petty over a fucking flyer. This dude's a clown.
What's my point in saying this? Is that I don't want to be around her.
Spoken like a true man-child. The dude could just keep his ass home.
I'm not a person of chaos. I'm a person of honesty.
Honesty, huh? Then what the fuck do you call this?
I'm going to be flying to the headquarters of YouTube. I'm going to show it when I get there on camera because I have a meeting scheduled.
Yeah, you looking at the face of a lion-ass goofy.
As far as I'm concerned, and this is what I told Ms. Bev, because Ms. Bev said, well, now Rose is saying people are saying they don't want to contribute because of what you said. And I told her, well, don't worry about it.
Not only did he have this old lady out here looking like a clown, wearing this big dick energy shirt that's misspelled, now he's fucking up the support she getting for her campaign. What a clown.
I'll give you the extra $50.
Excuse him, he meant to say his dumbass subscribers will give her $50.
And we will fight like hell to raise whatever people don't want to give.
Or he could just pay for a whole campaign himself since he already told you.
I'm rich.
So given the fact that he's
so rich,
then from this day forth, he shouldn't have to come online anymore taking donations from INA, because he's got it.
But for somebody to call you, well, now people are calling me saying they don't want to give. You a liar.
Not only did he have her out here looking like a dumbass, now he's calling her a liar. And is that any way you're supposed to treat somebody that God sent you to?
Help and to serve and to stand alongside. And I'm 39 years old. I'm not going to wait till I'm 89 years old to become eccentric with the truth. You a liar and you full of hell.
And you can add Miss Biggs to the list of people that trusted this con artist and got thrown under the bus.
How dare you? When our people are not saying they don't want to contribute. You a liar and you full of hell. Because we're not doing this for Beverly.
So if he wasn't doing it for Beverly, then who was he taking donations for when he was down in Flint?
We're doing this for righteousness. And we're doing this for the city. And we're doing this literally for justice sake. And if you were doing it for Beverly, then you don't even understand what's being done.
And when I heard him say that, I figured I'd try to figure out what was being done for myself. So I did a little research, and I came across the YouTube channel, Flint After Dark. And he posted a video titled, John Griff Took My Money Back Because I Talked About Him. And trust, the rabbit hole this shit sent me down got dark pretty quick.
Hey, that motherfucker John Griff, he a piece of shit. We a piece of shit. Everybody know that was Miss Beverly Biggs' campaign manager. And I said Miss Beverly Biggs' campaign manager wasn't shit.
Now, as soon as I heard that name, and then I found out he was Beverly Biggs' campaign manager, I knew something was up. Because I heard somebody else bring his name up before.
I say, I got a lawyer, Lentil Law Group. I don't know what their track record is, but I know Flint, they gon' fuck up you for messing with my civil rights. But John was right there in the fight, squeezing his big ass in the elevator, squeezing his big ass getting the elevator.
And if you look at this evidence, you can clearly see John squeezing his big ass in the elevator. And let's not forget, John was also with Jed when he was trespassing on Hassan's property. Illegally, I might add.
I called my good friend John, and he said, tell the bank they got permission to talk to me. I said, okay. And John calls, and this is why this white man is my friend.
And you know what the word on the street is about people that fuck with Jedidiah.
Anybody else who associate themselves with Jedidiah, they iffy. They not to be fucking trusted. They all are Judases.
So given that advice, I decided to look a little deeper into your boy John. And I found some pretty disturbing stuff. Check this shit out.
Mayor LaDana Thomas of Penns Grove, New Jersey says she has been a victim of attacks from a local law firm staffer who not only threatened her, but called her racial slurs. She'd go on to play audio of a February 2021 voicemail allegedly made by the Lento Law Group's firm administrator, one John Groff.
Well, let's take a listen to what your boy allegedly said.
She totally disrespected me by telling Joe that it's my fault. Joe don't give a fuck one way or the other, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna have some black fucking nigger bitch.
Wow. Let's hear that again just to make sure we heard him correctly.
Black fucking nigger bitch.
Yeah, he said that shit with his whole chest.
Tell somebody that it's my fucking fault that she don't know what the fuck she's doing. Okay? Like I said, she has 15 fucking minutes to call me and apologize and call Joe and tell Joe that she really didn't mean that. And then I'll fucking have a conversation with her. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Joe, I want to destroy her. I'm going to fucking destroy her.
Now I see why Jad says
this is why this white man is my friend.
Because when it comes to black people, he feels the same way.
It's people whose skin look like mine. Y'all some of the worst. Y'all been some of the worst.
You know what? I'm so tired of black folks.
Every time I try to help ungrateful ass niggas, black folks.
This is what's wrong with black space.
I'm so sick of this tar baby.
I gotta sleep. I gotta get nutrition. But you know why I can't get that done? Because of you niggas.
And trust, hearing this lawyer say fucked up shit like
Black fucking nigger bitch.
it's not even the worst. Check this shit out.
Groff, the law firm's administrator, has an extensive rap sheet that includes as many as 8 convictions of various offenses, including check and insurance fraud.
I called my good friend John, and he said, tell the bank they got permission to talk to me. I said, okay.
Yeah, with this guy's records, you better check them books.
2016, Groff was accused of promising to keep a Camden man out of jail in exchange for sex with both him and his girlfriend.
What the fuck? Now I definitely see why Jed says,
this is why this white man is my friend.
Is this how you paying for those legal services, Jed? Just a question. But trust me, the next statement you're about to hear is pretty chilling.
What's more damning about is they're not gonna stop. Him trying to destroy her will not end even if he get fired. And he has friends, he will have friends and people that will participate.
So now you see what type of dude John is. Let's get back to what Big T had to say.
He PayPal me some money because he owed me some money for a task, and he took it back because I was talking about him. I don't give a fuck if I talked about your mammy. I work for that money. You a piece of shit.
Looks like John ripped your boy off, and he don't sound too happy about it.
John Groff, you a piece of shit. And I'm starting to believe everything they said about the Eric Mays allegations now.
And I'll definitely have to reach out and try to get some information on that.
It's Eric Mays money you plumping around this bitch. You got my motherfucking PayPal fucked up where I pay my bills and stuff at. You got me owing PayPal. You done contested it, and PayPal done pays you back. You done took my money. You a piece of shit, man.
And if Jed and I claim they do so much research, why wouldn't they have warned Beverly Biggs about this dude in the first place?
It's all good, though. You a sore loser, man. You the reason why Miss Beverly Biggs lost, you piece of shit. Motherfucker. You don't know what the fuck you doing just because you got money. So sometimes people need to sit their ass down and be quiet. You was one of the ones that needed to do that. Your money didn't do nothing. You see what happened, Miss Beverly Biggs lost.
And now you see why Jad's throwing her under the bus, because he has no more use for her.
Allegedly, he beat Eric Mays out of millions of dollars, man. Flat out. I want the world to know John Groff, a piece of shit. He owed me some money, he paid me, then he took it back because he said I was talking about him. And what type of grown man shit is that?
Now, I wanted to get an interview with Big T to see what his experience with John was. But unfortunately, the day after he made that video, he passed away. Unexpectedly. Which just adds a whole creepy element to this whole situation.
And so when he came in the dawn, I said, you know what, let me be quiet because people change, and maybe he changed, right? You know, but I was really proven wrong, like, very quickly.
Now here you're listening to Amir Shakur doing an interview on the Late Night Crew about Jad's attack.
With this advocacy thing, you know, a lot of times people who are mentally challenged or, you know, people who have other identities, they'll try to recreate themselves in advocacy. And you see it all the time. You see some of the biggest creeps in the world in social justice work because they can use that as a platform and a proxy to scam and con.
Now, who's that sound like to you?
Like the hero with the Tiffany movement, but now people see him for what he really is. So I think I see a change in the air, and I think his house of cards is starting to collapse.
Trust, by the end of the episode, you'll see that's a true statement.
So what does a win look like for you in this situation?
Well, it's already happening. A win looks like for me is that, you know, for me, I mean, it's going to be one or two ways, or maybe a third way, which we won't discuss. But the first way is Jed goes to jail. Second way is Jed leaves Illinois. And then, you know, there's a third option, you know, maybe he just leave altogether.
When you say, I want to clarify, when you say if he leaves altogether, what do you mean by that?
I mean, you know, maybe one day, you know, maybe, you know, maybe he just ceased to exist one day or something like that. You know what I mean? You just don't know.
And it looks like Jed beating Amar and his daughter up has turned this situation real personal.
We are receiving a greater level of spiritual warfare, and people are threatening and saying that they desire for my death.
Sad the dude that goes around wishing death on people every time he gets mad.
It frustrates me to the point where I say, God, why haven't you killed these motherfuckers?
I just don't take lightly to people that make threats, and I never will.
I am going to punch, I'm going to slap the shit out of him.
Then he must hate himself, because all he does is threaten people.
And so oftentimes people will do things and then they don't see the repercussions of it, and then they'll think it's okay. But there's a fan base around this, so we put our strike team back in place in INA, and they've been doing a very great job of striking things, and people are starting to get strikes.
And now the dumbasses on here admitting to breaking YouTube's guidelines.
For somebody to be, playing or to be saying things like they want a person to expire or transition, we've taken this to a whole different level.
Sad to dude that wished death on me in the last episode.
He's going to be my bitch if he ain't unalive before I get to him.
Yeah, you're looking at the face of a whole fucking hypocrite.
As you see, I put up a post about a strike team, and we didn't have to put out a date far out because we effective. We do our stuff right away.
And with the amount of lawsuits being filed on this goofy, I hate to be a part of that strike team.
That's all I'm gonna say. They better stop messing with me, because I'm sitting here with a ton of options, and it really be me that decide when and when not to make stuff happen. So.
And now Goofy just incriminated himself, admitting that he's the one sending people to strike everybody's pages.
That's the next thing I got to deal with. The gas is on the tank.
The gas is on the tank. You're looking at the face of a whole Goofy.
Fania.
Now watch how your boy comes up with a whole lie to try to cover the fact that he ain't done shit for Fania yet, but just grift and steal money.
Once again, Chicago is a strange place. I found out my attorney was the attorney for Andrew Holmes.
And if that don't sound dumb as shit, I don't know what does. He wants you to believe he's such a great investigator, but he didn't know about that? Come on, people.
I allege.
Meaning he's just about to lie.
That the one who's been sabotaging Fania's case this whole time was her lawyer.
Or it was this dumbass with the zesty ass grin.
Hear me out so I could try to make this make sense.
And I'm surprised those veneers are strong enough to hold back all these lies.
So in the beginning of this, everybody kept fighting. Even when I came, everybody kept fighting for criminal charges. Her lawyer was saying, you need to file civilly, not criminally. Let the police handle that. And I said, wait a minute, Fania. And I told them this in the beginning. I said, something about that is strange. Why is this man telling you don't go after criminals?
Probably because he went to law school and he knows what works and what doesn't.
And so I was like, I'm not going to listen to him. I'm not going to let him tell me not to fight for you in the public. Just fight for this in the private.
And we all know this dude's starving for attention. So he ain't going to do shit in private.
So what happened was, when I came into the picture, I forced this envelope of this criminal charge. We went down to Las Vegas. And I said, so my investigators did the research.
And by researchers, he means a group of old-ass losers who got nothing better to do with their time than to sit up to 3 a.m. doxing people.
And I said, Fania, your lawyer is coming back. Something about your lawyer is coming back bad. I need you, and I'm not going to tell y'all what that is.
Because he's full of shit. He didn't make up that part of the lie yet.
I'm listening to Fania say, I don't give a damn about the civil. I want the criminal. And then he said, I'm not interested in that. He literally said, I'm not doing it.
Because since he's an actual lawyer, he probably already knows what the outcome's going to be.
And I was like, Fania, you the boss. She was like, well, he said it's not gonna this, that, and the third, and this is the route, this is the strategy, and maybe we'll come back to the criminal after the civil.
Which sounds like a smart legal strategy, but you know Jad had to put his mouth in it.
So she doesn't know what to do. I said, it's wrong. I said, I'm gonna move forward with it. The guy, me and this lawyer, we're not getting along.
Because the lawyer is wondering why his client is listening to an idiot.
I went to Dalton's meeting, and I gave the comment. Why y'all forget about Fania? After the comment, I got a phone call. And the phone call was saying, have you gotten updates?
Don't expect this fraud to show you any proof of that phone call.
Are you and Fania still communicating? Are you getting updates? And I'm like, yes, we good. Long story short, I called Fania. I said, Fania, what's the update? Why is there not an update? I said, because legally they can't tell me.
Because it's none of your fucking business.
So I orchestrated a phone call. And in the phone call, without getting any specifics legally.
Meaning he had Fania call a lawyer while he was on mute. Meaning he was breaking the law.
They was able to say, well, we're given this and we comply with that and we comply with this. And so Fania said, what? Wait, what? Not knowing none of this.
Knowing none of what? This fool didn't tell you anything. He just made a bunch of vague statements.
So then I said, I said to her, I think we just found Joe Saboteur.
Yeah, and you're looking at him. Because it sounds like he done told her to fuck her whole case up.
So she reached out to the lawyer and said, did you know about this? And the lawyer said, oh yeah, no, we've got nothing. It was this motherfucker the whole time.
I swear when this whole Fania Deuce lie blows up in his face, it is going to be hilarious.
And this is why they were so confident. And this is why my lawyer was acting funny. Because he was his lawyer. I'm going to just say this. We found certain friendships almost a year ago.
So this fool didn't know he and Andrew Holmes had the same lawyer. And now he's saying certain friendships that he ain't going to tell you what they are. What a clown.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can only give you guys the general because I can't be specific right now.
Because he needs time to go back and come up with a better lie because this shit is garbage.
I basically told you to fire him right now. So when she fired them, he said, now he want to communicate. You made a big mistake and I'm going to put a lien on everything. And you basically telling her now she going to have to deal with him. Who the fuck does Sweeney think he is?
A lawyer that wants his money for the work that he did.
Since they decided to fire him, now he's threatening to come after her. He's threatening to do stuff to her, and he's definitely telling her, you ain't basically getting a dime. I'm putting a lien on everything. You won't get nothing. And I am telling you this as I allege.
And you wouldn't have to say allege if the shit was true. You can't believe shit that comes out of his zesty ass face.
But it's so much more. I just can't say it right now.
Which at this point should be this grifter's catchphrase.
She won't be able to get a dime if he has a lien on it. Because he's gonna basically say, I work this much and they gotta pay me first as their attorney. That's what it is. That's what the lien is. So that means that he could try to tie her up in courts forever about this money if she don't pay him. Whatever he's demanding. It's a nightmare if I ever had one.
So she took the advice of this goofy, and now she's getting sued.
And this is another level of violation that is so sickening because all this is going on, and this girl she's losing everything from her car to her home to and I hate to put this out there, but I think y'all might as well know now that you hear the story. She basically was in tears 2 days ago. Like, I have to literally leave everything. And in my mind, I'm like, I can't go on there and ask people to contribute to her again because people feel like they've done enough.
I guess that's what happens when you take your legal advice from a grifter.
And she's just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm losing everything. And then she said, just give the lawyer whatever he wants. And let's just pursue the other side. And I said to her, you better not. That's what I told her. I said, you better not. Don't give him whatever he asking for. And he just literally intentionally destroyed your case?
This goofy just admitted that he had that girl making a legal phone call to a lawyer, which is going to put her in the worst position that she's already in once he sees this information.
She literally said that. She said, I just want him to just give him whatever you want. I'll take whatever's left, just so I don't lose everything. She had a kid to think about.
And knowing that, this goofy went out of his way to make her fuck her own case up.
So I don't know who asked me the question, but thank you. Thank you for making me an information and not an entertainment. Now, here's my question. What we gonna do about it?
He's gonna do the same thing he did when he went to Vegas. Absolutely nothing. And at this point, I gotta roll up about 10 more at once. So why don't you check out what happened when another group of activists comes to Harvey.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Welcome to Harvey, where life can get pretty tough, and things are about to get really difficult for a local business owner named Hassan.
This is your 48-hour notice. Hassan, you gotta go.
And with the cop and the mayors on Jedidiah's side, Hassan had to reach out to the only people he could.
Hello, you reached Mystery Inc.
This is Hassan. I need your help.
How can I help you?
Please come to Harvey. I'll tell you everything.
Don't worry, Mr. Hassan. The gang and I are on the way.
And as the gang headed down to Harvey, they would have no idea the danger that was waiting for them.
I got intel that Hassan called the Scooby Gang for help. We gotta stop him. Grace, pay for the drinks.
My money went the wrong way.
So once the gang made it to Harvey, Hassan started to explain the situation to him, but they had no idea they were being spied on.
Jed, Scooby and his crew are at Hassan's place.
Jedidiah and his goons took $5,000 from me. Then they beat me up.
They look like they're coming up with a plan. I'll follow them.
Shaggy, Scooby, take the mystery machine and go find Jedidiah. Daphne, Velma, and I will search the Jeffrey pub.
It's getting dark. Let's head to Hollywood Beach before it gets too late.
So as Shaggy and Scooby headed to the beach, the gang ran into other problems of their own.
You hoes think you can mess with Jedidiah.
Jinkies, look at the size of her forehead.
You bitch.
Grace is about to learn to keep her hands to herself.
Ah, my eyes.
I'll call Fred and see if they found anything.
But Shaggy will soon find out that he and Scooby are in big trouble.
Shaggy, be on the lookout for Jedidiah. We took care of Grace.
Zoinks! Okay, Fred, I'll tell Scoob.
Jedidiah's hideout is at Hollywood Beach. We will meet you there.
Scooby and his crew about to learn you don't mess with INA.
I am not to play with. I'm not the one nor the two.
And it looks like Shaggy and Scooby are going to have to walk the rest of the way. Meanwhile, Jedidiah made it back to his secret lair to utilize his secret weapon, his mother.
I'll use my gift to find the gang.
Not gonna lie, man, this shit is goofy.
The spirits say we might have a problem.
What problem?
Shut your zesty ass up and let me work.
Just then, Shaggy and Scooby found the hideout.
This place looks super zesty.
This bitch crazy. I'll go find her myself.
But Rico would be in for a surprise.
Okay, I'll pay your goofy ass. Where is Scooby?
On the beach.
Hell!
Where's my money?
We knocked Rico's goofy ass out.
Great job, Shaggy.
And while the gang were on their way to meet Shaggy and Scooby, they had no idea they were walking into Jedidiah's trap.
Time for a hot bubble boy water bath.
Once the gang showed up, Jad's gang bounced.
Shaggy hit me in the head with a damn brick and Scooby peed on me. I'm going back to Rosemont.
Okay, gang, let's split up. Shaggy and Hassan go that way. Everyone else come with me.
But little did they know, Jad was already setting up his own traps.
I'll take out Scooby and his crew one by one.
Don't worry, Hassan. We're gonna put that grifter in jail for good.
And this isn't looking good at all for the gang.
I don't see Jedidiah anywhere.
Let's hope Shaggy and Hassan have better luck.
Time to investigate and lubricate. I got a Scooby snack for you.
I know that zesty son of mine is messing this up. I better summons a ghost using my gift.
And it looks like the gang had a whole new problem on their hands. Meanwhile, back at the INA headquarters, things were starting to get zesty.
You just wait. I'm gonna get your friends. Don't worry, you should be relaxed soon.
But Jad's mom, sensing that the grift was up, decided to double-cross him and run off with the bag. And since the gang was able to outsmart the ghost by hiding, they went back on the hunt for Jed.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know, but we better find Jedidiah fast.
When I get back, we'll all have a hot bubble boy water bath.
You and my zesty ass son are on your own.
Zoinks! He like put a pill in my butt, man.
Zesty.
Got you bitches now. Take that, Fred. You too, bitch. Yeah, you better run, bitch.
Ernest, help! I need the cops to come to Hollywood Beach.
Now you about to learn about what goes on in the bushes of Hollywood Beach.
Then finally the cops showed up, and they zeroed in on Jad's hideout.
We have to hurry. We have to trap the ghost and find Jedidiah.
You my bitch now.
Hell no, you zesty fuck!
As Fred got away from Jad, he just ran into more danger because there was a ghost after the group. But the ghost didn't know that he ran right into Velma's trap.
Now let's see who's really under that mask. Mayor Clark. And I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you kids and that dumb dog.
And with that, the mayor was sent off to jail.
So long, asshole.
And the cops caught Jedidiah trying to escape, and he crashed out.
I always fought for what I believed in, even when y'all beat me up.
Does he know there is no clip in that gun?
You're looking at the face of a whole goofy.
I don't know how that pill got in Shaggy's ass. It wasn't me.
Like I'll have nightmares for years after this man.
But I gotta beg y'all to give $1 so we can change lives.
How did you know Jedidiah was working with Clark?
It was easy. I watch Randomnews, and you at home should subscribe.
Welcome back to the show.
I bet Scooby and the gang never had a case like that. But let's head back to Harvey, because Goofy had another announcement to make.
Okay. First thing that I want to tell you guys is that we are postponing our announcement. Womp, womp, womp.
If this is how his campaign's starting off, I can only imagine how the rest of it's going to go.
We are going to be doing a full-fledged campaign launch on Wednesday. It is no longer an announcement. It is a full-fledged campaign launch.
And trust, I can't wait to see that shit show.
And so I thought that it was absolutely interesting because one of my counterparts in this election,
and I'm sure that person has actual experience,
and so he is doing his campaign kickoff. But I found this to be particularly interesting because at his campaign kickoff, which is for the same seat,
and if Jazz is opponent, he'll have no problem winning that seat.
It's going to be in Dalton, Illinois at 147 Everett Street.
Instead of him telling us about this dude's campaign, shouldn't he be doing something about his own instead of sitting online?
Okay. So you're going to go to Dalton, you're going to launch your campaign and get those signatures before me because I think they think that that's ground zero for me.
More like they're not thinking about this Goofy at all.
I'm going to go ahead and do my campaign launch in Dalton too.
Man, this dude does nothing original.
If you in Dalton, then y'all better not. Don't y'all sign nobody else's petition before you sign mine. I gotta certify that signature first.
And if delusional was a person, you'd be looking at him.
Be at City Hall on Wednesday morning for the campaign launch. We are not doing it inside of the City Hall. So be there.
Or you could do something constructive with your time and not let this Goofy make you look like an idiot.
I'm going to be giving my inaugural speech as a candidate for United States Congress.
And the only people he's going to get to fall for this dumb shit is INA and for the culture.
And it's literally the first major thing that I'm doing, having turned 39 years old.
And why anybody would want to start their birthday off by taking an L, I don't know.
Thank you again so much for allowing me to celebrate my birthday. Y'all paid for 60% of my birthday trip.
And now we just playing in those fool's face since he already told you.
I'm rich.
He's still hitting up the Bank of INA. Now your boy jumped offline because he had a court date, but he came back on later on with his mother, and the crash out was just pure comedy gold. Check it out.
Sorry. That's disgusting.
Yeah, it really is.
Mama, this peanut butter nasty. What?
Boy, you gonna eat that. You done open up, it costs a lot of money. Peanut butter jelly. It's like a oatmeal cookie, peanut butter and jelly.
I can't eat over here.
Right here. You need to eat over here.
Stop.
And then you need to wash these clothes.
This dude is 39 years old and can't wash his own clothes, yet he's gonna run for Congress. Come on, people.
You better get up out of here. I am leaving your house today. I'm going home. I'm going to my house.
Are you alive?
Yes. Yeah. Miss Campbell, Miss Cook, you go wash your clothes. You talking about that bad? Oh my God, lady.
You know what they say, Jed? No running for office until your chores are done.
I am trying to do a broadcast. I need you to. I am dealing with critical world situations.
More like you just sitting around looking like a fucking Goofy.
You tell him to clean up that car.
Seems like this Goofy can't keep shit clean, and his mom's putting him out there.
Your butt too.
Did you just tell his Goofy to wash his ass?
Your butt too.
said, Alderwoman Chapman, when can we discuss the behavior of your team?
Here he is going to Kobe Chapman again. But this time, his mother's going to crash the fuck out.
And she said, she says, we don't have to talk about that because I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for nobody else, Daryl.
And we all know how Daryl hates it when you use his government name.
I said, did you just call me Daryl? She said, yes, because I can only speak for myself, Daryl. And she walked out the door.
She dropped the mic on your boy.
Daryl is the name that the rumor mill is using to suggest that I'm not who I am, even though all of my legal documents is Jedidiah Lewis Brown.
And I'm your mama that went to the doggone courthouse myself to get it changed for your dad. That's my fight. That ain't your fight.
And now Jazz Mom's about to expose herself for not being a prophet of God at all, but being a fraud.
And I told you that when it comes to your name thing.
The name don't bother me.
I know it don't bother you, but that's me. And I'm not offended by it. I don't get offended. You know what I'm saying? That's for the birds. You know, that's for weak people that get offended.
Yeah, I don't.
But your name is Jedidiah Lewis Brown, that your father named you.
If his father named him that, then who was the dude that named him Daryl Eugene Coleman? Sounds like somebody was loose in the streets. But don't take my word for it. Listen to what his cousin said.
He said you guys was close growing up, and you like somewhat like you not raised him, but you kind of.
He was with me a lot because his mother was in the streets a lot.
Right.
So I taught the boy how to spell his name. I taught him his ABCs. I taught him how to walk. He was with me. It was just me and him.
I never heard of a prophet that would leave her son to be raised by his cousin so she can go play in the street. Weird.
So everybody got a story. The story behind the story, I am your mother and I can say it best.
And with the way those two lie, I wouldn't believe shit that came out of her mouth.
Ain't nobody afraid to tell chicken heads that this is the deal and this is what it is.
Says the woman who named her son after two different dudes. And what prophet of God even talks like this?
That was supposed to be a jab at you.
It was.
And you should have just laughed at her and laughed it off.
I did.
Because that don't matter.
I did. That's exactly what I did. I laughed at it, but I couldn't believe it.
Shoot, I would have put my middle finger up at her.
Now, I never heard of any woman of God walking around throwing her middle finger up at people. But if you think that's bad, listen to how she treats her own family.
They convinced my mama to move. I had been taking care of my mama for 2 years before she had to have both of her legs amputated. And because we lived all the way in Michigan City, they convinced her to move to Hammond to be closer to the family and left her over there to die. If you move closer to your brothers and sisters, it's more of us here. And she right. I said, you listen to them cooks if you want to. Mm-hmm. And you know they ain't about nothing. Listen to them if you want to. Yeah. And she died in Hammond, listening to them, instead of staying in Michigan City with me.
I don't know about you, but that don't sound very God-like to me.
Call me a witch. Okay, you don't bother you call me no witch? You think I'm gonna sit out here and fight somebody for calling me a witch? Keep calling me a witch. I don't care. I know my name.
I mean, which name? Because at this point, her son's even confused.
Miss Campbell, Miss Cook.
And since she got 5 different cash apps, there's no telling how many names she goes by.
And no weapon formed against me shall prosper, is what the Bible says.
And she would know all about weapons being formed against her since.
A woman was standing in her job about to blow her head off because she stole her husband's insurance money. They are scammers.
And those dumbasses and I ain't there letting the scammer prey on them.
Girl, you crashed now.
Well, you know what they say, the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
The real tea, y'all want some tea?
And so,
I got all different flavors of tea for the people that's in the background that causing this foolishness. I know what's up. I know what's up. You can't fight against God. God is the one that showed me your adversary, and it came out to be true. Come on here.
To my bed.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And as you can see, when she's not grifting, her true colors come out.
See, they want to hear the real story. I got it. You don't have it. I just hold it.
She told me better.
Hey, I said it to her. To you.
And just like Jed, if you tell his mother anything in secret, just know it's going to come out as soon as you make her mad.
Because the Lord showed it to me in a dream.
And your boy Jed definitely shouldn't make fun of Grace Levi for seeing ghosts, since his mother's on the same shit.
Is it only true that you want to read inbox messages if the name is a cash out?
He's being called out by his own audience.
Y'all so mad about my pockets and the fact that you bless me, and that I am blessed, that you just don't know how foolish you sound.
I and they don't know how stupid he's making them all look. that they're giving money to a dude that's
so rich.
I answer my inbox back when I want to and when I can. And I don't know about you. I don't know if you've ever experienced having tens of thousands of messages.
Your boy talking about his spam folder. The tens of thousands of people are not hitting him up.
But sometimes you just kind of scroll and you pick one. Sometimes I read messages that's all the way back from 2018.
And why he would be doing something that stupid is beyond me.
That's why I say, if you can get to me, it must be the will of God. But most for me to address it, because a lot of people asking me to do all kind of stuff, and they'll never do anything for me.
I'm quite sure that's what advocacy is, because nobody asked him to do anything in the first place.
So I don't got time to be sitting there worrying about your inbox. If you inbox me and I didn't respond, then you need to take that up with God. There's clearly a reason why you couldn't reach me. And it's probably because you ask questions like that. He know not to allow fools to get too close.
And there goes another one of Jazz supporters who's sitting home saying,
my money went the wrong way.
So let me say a prayer for you. Let the witch pray. Let the witch pray.
No, I think we're good on that.
You know, sometimes they just don't know what to do. And they trauma responses. These are trauma responses.
And they should know about trauma responses all too well, since they caused a lot of it.
My family has been hiding incest and rape for generations.
So now, is it another person in your family? You say that he probably had...
He did. She absolutely told me he raped her. Marion Howard, my little cousin. And she's been outcast the family. She's the black sheep now. She hardly talks to people. And he's a predator. He's a predator. And instead of the family, you know, getting counseling and calling the police and telling how they should, let's handle it in the church.
But here's the thing, and people calling me.
No!
So his mother knew what was going on and said, let's keep it in the church. That's just straight up evil.
They miserable. The Bible says a liar will not tarry in the of God. I believe that. That's why I'm writing this new book that will be released in December. Stop lying.
Did this bitch really just try to plug her book? And I'm pretty sure that shit's going to be an autobiography.
Jesus! All of this pettiness.
She must be talking about a zesty ass son, since he's the only one going around screaming, I'm petty, I'm petty, I'm petty. Him and his mother are two whole hypocrites.
Oh my God, and I know for a fact that you never did anything to Bella. I know it. I got the receipts.
No, she doesn't. She'll just say anything to defend her zesty ass son.
Black folks need to learn how to come together for once.
I think whenever somebody calls these frauds out, they always go at black people.
And God, if I'm lying, you can twist my tongue.
You mean like this?
They are scammers.
I'm just waiting on one little thing to strike. I'm gonna come. Let me just go ahead on.
And I guess she would know all about being a chicken head since she was
in the streets a lot.
He came to my conference.
She ain't got no power.
When she came to my conference, 3 people
I'm sitting there for like.
They said that's demonic, woman of God. That's demonic.
You know, she was hitting that table.
I got it on video. She was looking like a python and doing position like a python.
Oh yeah, she was doing that too. Give me that video.
And then the people.
Let me get that video. What's that?
Just like her son. So just know if you go to one of her conferences, she's going to record you and use it for blackmail later.
You can't forward my video.
Girl, you better give me that video. I want that video. Oh, that video going
That's
on.
my receipts.
We going
That's my receipts. I'm waiting.
That's going on live.
And what so-called prophet of God holds receipts on people?
Only reason why I buy them to dinner because you keep your enemies close. Who fool us out of weeks?
Now this is how fucked up these people are. Beth used to be a part of Jazz's group. Then she left. So Jazz's mom turned on her. And whatever she told Jazz's mom in secret, she's gonna tell everybody. So if you're part of INA and she prayed for you, just know if you told her anything, as soon as you piss this zesty ass fool off, she's snitching.
I almost cried when I saw that video of her funeral for her husband.
Like, what about it there?
No, because the way they were up there doing the service, that wasn't giving reverence to him.
I almost cried too.
I was like, the blood of Jesus, God.
Laughing.
See how fucked up they are? This woman just lost her husband, and this dude said he's laughing about it, and his mother's sitting here making fun of how the funeral went. And if he's a so-called former pastor, and his mother's a so-called prophet, do you think that God would be cool with these two making fun of a grieving widow? But then your boy had to get disgusting, and he broadcasted Beth's husband's funeral just to get back at her. Check this shit out.
It looks like a lot of people wasn't able to make it there this time, but it's okay. We got you here. But with that being said, from the Gas is on the Take Ministries, Deacon Nubs.
Now the guy at the podium is handicapped and his arms are short, so Jad had to make sure that he made fun of him at a funeral.
Deacon Nubs was able to sort of be a motivation and a hype man for the situation, so that people will be able to get themselves in the right frame of mind for this occasion. Deacon Nubs.
And this shit right here is the shit that INA donates to.
He fought a good fight, and he didn't turn back. He stayed on the...
Wait a minute.
And this fool needs to understand that karma is real, and this shit's definitely gonna come back on him.
I know I heard in the second part of it he fought, but I think that the first part, I think he called out maybe it was some gangsters in the back of the room, because he said, "Hey folks, he fought. He fought." I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I know. Now y'all know. I know when that gangbanging stuff is happening.
You're looking at the face of a zesty ass goofy who's making a mockery out of a man's death. You know, this so-called man of God.
When I heard about Lawrence McBride, her husband, I said, I am honored and I am going to be here and I'm going to help you through your experience.
Yeah. If you need somebody to do a service for you and you don't have anybody and you can't find anybody, clearly, Gas is on the Tank Ministries is ready to be at your service.
Now, you would think that this dude would have enough class not to broadcast somebody's funeral. But you know how he feels about women when they want to grieve.
Because they're grieving? Come on. I mean, Jed Followers, you got to hear this shit. When do we stop giving that pass? Just heartless. No. So if what I just heard that Teresa said today, if she said that, do she still get a grieving pass? Ain't no more grieving passes. People J, you bashing all these women. You know what? I'm gonna pray for you.
And he said that shit about Kanika Jenkins' mother after he took money off of her daughter's name by making GoFundMes. What a piece of shit.
They may not be able to extend all the way to heaven, but you better know them arms is gonna be lifted. You will get a praise.
As you can see, he and his mom are just wolves in sheep's clothing, because they don't give a shit about nothing but money.
I'm sorry, that took longer than it should. 4 more questions.
No, sis, we good on that. But remember when I told you that karma will come back to get this dude? Well, something funny happened during the making of this video. Now, remember when Jedidiah's cousin told you this about him?
He's been interested in men since he was little. I called him on Yahoo Chat at my house when he was 7 years old, in a chat room with grown men talking about sex. And he lied and said it wasn't him. And at the time, my kids was like 3 and 1. I said, they not on here talking to gay white men. It's you.
Now, clearly, Jad's been gay since he's been a kid. Even though he clearly came out here and tried to lie to you and say,
the typical reason why I identify as bisexual is not because I'm practicing. It is because it's how I honor the kid that was taken out of my life. Because clearly he was different. And people don't even understand. They can't understand the psyche of that.
Now, since he's been gay since 7 years old, he clearly just lied on his dead nephew. But you had to hear that for this next part to make sense. Now, remember when she said this?
He's Brian in Boys Town. He's Brandon in Michigan City.
Nah.
Yeah. Ask him who he is at the Jeffrey Pub. Everybody gay knows him as a different name.
Now, back in the day, Jad tried to say that woman was crazy and that she was lying about everything she said about him in that video. Well, a funny thing happened. I was searching for footage of the Jeffrey Pub so I could make a sketch out of it, and I just happened to come across this video right here that, as you can see, was posted 8 years ago. So Goofy can't lie his way out of this one, and this is what I found. Did you catch that? Because I know it was like playing a zesty game of Where's Waldo. Let me replay it for you. And what are you doing, Jed? Now here's your advocate right here. And to make sure I was correct, here's the picture of him with the same hat. Same hat, same earrings, same time period. And here's your pastor, and here kissing other dudes. Which wouldn't be a problem had he not lied on his woman for years, claiming he was never at the Jeffrey Pub and that she was crazy. And trust me, just stumbling across that footage after all these years had to be God's work. So now that you know Jad's been into older gay men since he's been a kid, this next story won't surprise you at all. And this is a perfect segue into it. And it's a perfect example on how trying to use blackmail to expose somebody could backfire on you spectacularly. It starts off with another activist by the name of Ziff Sistrunk, who made this post concerning Jedidiah and all the bullshit that he's been causing.
Dear President Trump, this is an open letter to respectfully request your attention and presence in Dothan, Illinois, to address the ongoing chaos attributed to Mr. Jedidiah Brown, whose actions have significantly impacted both Chicago and its surrounding communities. Mr. Brown has been involved in multiple disruptive activities, including halting commerce. He once obstructed traffic on Lakeshore Drive for over 5 hours, holding a firearm to his head, causing widespread public safety concerns. 2. Disrespect toward black women. There have been ongoing incidents where he has publicly disrespected black women in both Chicago and Dalton. 3. Questionable federal funding. Reports suggest he is receiving federal funds through a security contract, which raises concerns that warrant investigation. Additionally, Mr. Brown's involvement in violent disruptions, including incidents at your 2016 rally, further highlights the need for a thorough review. We urge you to consider visiting Dalton to witness firsthand the challenges faced by the community. Furthermore, we request your support in initiating a federal investigation into Mr. Brown's activities, particularly regarding his financial dealings and their potential connection to public disturbances. Thank you for your attention to this critical matter. We look forward to your leadership in addressing these concerns.
So of course Jad saw this post, got pissed off, and instead of thinking straight, he decided to do something stupid and make this post. Check it out.
Dear Chicago, I've now laid out on my last live how Ziff Sistrunk has been trying to solicit me for sex and relationships for years as a young male advocate. I've always ignored his creepy, consistent, predatory advances. But in light of his hope for investigations, I think we should also have his politically funded and supported sports endeavors with young men investigated as well. I'm certain with the type of advances against me, he's crossed the line with them, because that's what creeps do. I will also bring you an update on the others playing with my name, because those days are over. I will be contacting the proper authorities with these concerns. If you're a victim, feel free to contact me and I'll gladly connect in the interest of true justice. I only showed our DM thread, but conversations and text show a more disgusting presentation. But I'll wait for him to keep playing on my time. Some DMs and comments.
So I went to the comment section, and it definitely got zesty as fuck, because Jad started posting all these messages that Ziff sent them, where it looked like Ziff wanted to hook up with Jad out in LA at some point, and Jad tried to make it out like he never responded to none of this. Then he sent his minions over to the dude's page to try to fuck with him and discredit him even more. And well, I guess he saw all this shit, and he responded like this.
To my fans, I made a mistake. I sinned with another man. Woman, I am sorry, forgive me. I have sinned. I am sorry, I got caught.
Yeah, your boy just straight up admitted to fucking Jad. Something Jad didn't expect, and he tried to jump out in front of that shit real quick.
Ziff Sistrunk is now posting that we've had sex, which is the creepiest shit I've ever seen in my life. The man is literally lying to a horrific degree, cause he's been outed for his BS. I've never done shit with that man, but by this behavior again, we need to have all his sports programs with young men investigated. No more political support should be given to him to do those programs. This is truly alarming. I have no problem acknowledging who I've been intimate with, because I got some baddies on both sides, and he could never get me to even pee on him. Not that I'm into golden showers, let alone touch me. Tell him to show anytime I've ever entertained that shit. And why would I? Wow, people are truly sick.
Yeah, that shit backfired on your boy real quick. And don't forget what Martin already told you about him.
You've been around selling boy cat for the longest.
And the funniest shit was, his comment section started going crazy, and they thought it roasted the shit out of Jad. And you really need to pause this shit and read it, because this shit is fucking hilarious. They even started getting on his mom when she tried to jump in there and defend his dumb ass. And the shit kept getting worse for Jed, because dude made a post stating how at one point he even loved him. Then he decided he was gonna go live and tell his side of the story. And you know your boy got it for you. Check it out.
So I went out to Harvey and Dalton, like you see me here in Washington, D.C.
Washington, huh? Remember he said that.
So I began to see Jedi, and I began to, well, early on I knew he was phony. There's one thing about me, I can tell, if you name me any activist, I can tell you if he's real, or I can tell you he's phony.
And soon enough, when you look up phony in the dictionary, you're gonna see a picture of Jedidiah.
Like these activists are telling me that I'm putting the feds on them. Dude, if you stealing money, if you corrupt, I ain't putting nobody on you.
Hey, INA, how many more people are going to tell you that this dude's corrupt before you get the picture?
I'm not going to sit here, as Bill Clinton said, he didn't have sex with that woman. I'm not going to tell that lie. Yes, I sinned, and I'm a sinner.
And you know damn well Jed did not expect his blackmail attempt to turn out like this.
And do I regret it? I know all my people watching this. You can't go back and change things. So if you did something, face up to it, admit you were wrong, and then just ask God to forgive you. And that's what I'm asking God to forgive me, because I sinned.
And the funny thing is, Jed likes to talk about other people's relationships and how their significant others are ugly. Yet he's out here sleeping with people's grandfathers. What a fucking clown.
And I'm coming short of the glory because of that. Did I enjoy myself?
It sure seems like it to me.
Did my partner enjoy himself?
This shit is too much. No, sure, when they got in the room, he looked at Jed like,
you are a bottom.
The zest is most certainly real in that video, but we got a lot to cover, so let's get to the next one.
At 168 people, I want to say this because I don't know if you planned on being here with me, but do not go to the Village Hall of Dalton tomorrow because we are postponing the announcement.
Another postponement, and at this point, the red flag should have been going all over the place for INA.
Not the announcement, but we are postponing the launch of our campaign.
And if that ain't the face of a grifter, I don't know what is.
I do want to be very clear here that it is my intent to do exactly what I said, and that is to throw my head in the ring to run for United States Congress.
He meant to say he wants to raise money and run.
I have a relationship with the DOJ. I'm not lying about that.
Because what kind of idiot would I be to be certain I know that I have a relationship with the DOJ?
Hey, INA, how many more lies are going to come out this dude's mouth before you wake the fuck up? Here he is filming one of the township meetings. And all the residents are going to be telling them how they don't want them in their community.
Harvey residents' rights are being violated by Jedidiah Brown and INA members. Jedidiah Brown is a provocateur. He is someone who intentionally provokes and incites others, often to anger or conflict. He is a person who stirs up trouble. The residents of Harvey no longer want Jedidiah Brown and INA members in our community.
And whenever this dude rolls into anybody's town, he calls this chaos, and this is always the result.
She didn't write that. Hell no. She didn't write that.
Don't expect him to show you any proof of that.
Mama!
Ain't no mama, nothing.
You know that they did an episode of you telling me, it's an episode on the internet of you telling me that I need to go wash my clothes?
Who gives a darn? Their mama would tell them to go wash their darn clothes.
Just because that zesty ass son can't wash his clothes at 39, don't mean everybody else can.
You interrupt.
Who cares?
When
People don't have to explain it in detail to everybody.
When the sign says on air, that means that I'm on the air.
And he better watch his mouth before he gets sent to his room.
They need to pay their rent. They go to the goddamn job.
Her son is unemployed and comes online begging for money every day. Why isn't she saying this shit to him?
So I'm gonna say this again. There are many, many different components, but I need y'all to not miss the truth.
right, come on, y'all. Wake up. Wake the hell up out of your deep sleep.
You need to get your own podcast.
That's what they need to wake the hell up.
You throwing me off.
I'm being honest. People be telling you the truth in your face and you still will believe a lie.
INA will know all about that because they seen this dude get caught in a million lies at this point, and they still throw money at him like a bunch of dumbasses.
And I'm very serious about this run. And I will be going tomorrow to make sure that everything is in place document-wise.
So he keeps postponing these events, and he hasn't filed any paperwork. If the red flags aren't going up for you yet, you're crazy.
And everything in place document-wise, and get our ActBlue account. And I'm praying to God that the first contribution to our campaign will come from INA supporters. And that's just the honest truth.
Yeah, they'll be the only people to fall for this bullshit because people with common sense know better at this point. But this next video was fucking classic. Check it out.
You all, I wanted to remind you that tomorrow at 10:30 a.m., we're going to be across the street from the Dalton Village Hall as I'm going to assert my intention to run for United States Congressman.
And let's hope Goofy got his paperwork done and he won't cancel this time.
I was not going to share this with you guys until I did the whole production. But I'm going to tell y'all something that blessed my soul. KS said to me, she said, Jedidiah.
Oh man, here we go on this KS bullshit again.
I'm shocked at basically what I'm witnessing out here. And since she's been paying attention, she said, I'm just shocked at what you going through. And she said, I just wanted to write a song because I wanted to encourage you.
And this is how he likes to absolutely play in INA's face. And those gullible morons sit there and let him do it.
Y'all, she done did it again. She done it again.
And trust, in a second, you're going to fully understand that you're looking at the face of a whole Goofy.
Let me go to this song. I wasn't going to play it tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, specifically intended to encourage my soul. If this woman didn't do nothing else today, she put a fire under me. And she really blessed me, and it encouraged my whole soul. I hope that this encourages you.
And trust, if you're a part of INA, the amount of cringe you're about to feel after you find out about what's really happening is going to be hilarious.
God turn around for my good. All your lying, scheming, plotting.
And I guess those bars are a perfect segue to show you how much of a fraud this dude is. Now, he keeps telling you that this mysterious woman named KS, who he never shows on the screen, is going into a studio and making these songs just to encourage him all the time. Which anybody with 2 brain cells knows that he's full of shit and that all the songs are AI generated and he's writing them himself. Yet he's so fucking vain that he has to make himself look like a big shot all the time. And he wants you to believe that he has some type of recording artist doing this bullshit. Well, here's the truth. Now here we have an AI song checker. And with this you can upload any song that you want. Now right now I got one of Jazz songs and a Redman song loaded up. Now watch what happens when I run the Redman song through the program. As you can see, the program will start to analyze the song, and if it's made by an actual human artist, it'll come back and tell you that. And as you can see, the Redman song passed all the checks. Now let's run Jazz song through the program. And as you can see, the song's AI generated, just like his artist KS, which he should have named it BS for bullshit. But since Jad and INA loves KS's work so much, and that Jad gets encouraged so much by her voice, I decided to get her to make a remix of his song, This Crew. So roll up a blunt and check it out.
When he shows up, your pockets will feel him coming. And no, he's not Malcolm, he's not Martin either. He got his own style, his SD and wild. These fools, they're a bunch of fucking morons working for a tool. These fools, Jed's gonna take all your money. Grifter on the move. These fools, they're a bunch of fucking morons working for a tool. These fools, Jed's gonna take all your money. Grifter on the move. And when he comes through, you know he's scamming too. AOINA, where you at? Jed needs a new hat. They got the resources, they got them funds. They gonna go broke as a joke, then Jed gonna run. These fools, bunch of fucking morons working for a tool. These fools, Jed's gonna take all your money. Grifter on the move. These fools, they're a bunch of fucking morons working for a tool. These fools, Jed's gonna take all your money. Grifter on the move.
My money went the wrong way.
I gotta beg y'all to get $1 so we can change lives.
Jedidiah is a fraud, and I'm AI generated.
It's oh God, Lee, like I could feel that song. I don't know if it's, I could feel that song. That's KS, another banger.
Yeah, I'm glad you think so, Jed. But watch the lie he's about to tell right here.
The message in it, and I just sent it back to, I said, look, you talk about encouragement. This one messed me up. And what's crazy about it is that she says, I was up all night.
AINA, you might want to do a wellness check on your boy, since he's telling you that he's having conversations with people that don't exist, and he's going to be a congressman.
And I got to start class in the morning. But this was just tugging on my heart, seeing all the mess that these people do. So I just went ahead, and I'm just talking about y'all watching it, got in the studio and just went ham.
What do you mean watching it? So now he's claiming he got a video of this? Kind of like the video of Kanika's death? Come on, people.
Watched it and oh my God, that, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, y'all.
You're looking at the face of a whole goofy that can't accept the fact that he's a nobody. So he has to make songs about himself to make himself feel better.
There's some anointing and some sauce on this woman, because I literally can feel it.
And I guess the credibility is going to have to make a little room in that casket for his dignity. NINA, once again, I got a quick question for you.
How many times does a person gotta be seen doing weird snake ass shit before you stop making excuses for that shit?
Tomorrow is going to be a simply fascinating day for me, because we are formally putting our name in the ring. Putting our name in the ring, y'all.
And I can't wait, because I know that shit show is going to be epic. And let's hope nobody tries to sabotage him like he did other candidates. But before we get to your boy's kickoff, let's take a quick trip down memory lane, and let me show you how your boy likes to sabotage other people's campaigns. So let's open up the book of Jedidiah so I can show you how breaking campaign laws isn't really a good idea.
I think that this is my duty as a citizen of the United States of America.
And you can already tell by the look on his face he's about to do something stupid.
Hold on, y'all. I'm finna show you, so you finna see exactly why I'm going to jail.
And that's what you call premeditated.
I ain't going, I'm not playing, I ain't having none of this. Here it go, here it go. Y'all watch, it's gonna make sense in 1 second.
And at this point, you already know that none of this is gonna make any sense.
So I'm driving down the street, right? And let me show y'all what I see when I'm driving down the street.
What he saw was the opportunity to clout chase and grift, but you'll see.
Now here's the thing, y'all. I ain't nowhere near my home. I ain't nowhere near my house. I'm not nowhere near my house, and I need everybody to give me some bail money out.
You can already tell by the look on his face, he couldn't wait to ask for some money.
Because they say they want to make America. Man, get this bull crap. Get this stupid. There you go. Here you go. Woo! I'm going to bring this back to the crib.
If that ain't the face of a zesty ass goofy, I don't know what is. And now your boy just breaking the law. And he could have went to jail or got fined for doing this stupid shit. And he's doing it all for clout.
I'm gonna make a good example out of this sign when I get it back home. Hey, I'll say all the white people, I got to run now, y'all. All the white people, they looking at me.
I'm sure they're wondering why there's a goofy ass fraud running through the parking lot.
We're gonna make him, we're gonna show the greatness of America. Dang, that's a big sign. Y'all look. That sign can't even fit in my truck.
I mean, did Goofy really think by taking this sign he was going to change the election either way? What a clown.
What up? What's up? Y'all, people starting to come out. They coming after me now.
All these people just watching him make a fool out of himself. Now watch how zesty he looks trying to get the sign in the car.
Fuck, get that.
Now you see why your boy needs a bodyguard with him at all times and why he can't fight without him. Because this goofy can't handle the fight that this sign is putting up right now. What type of pussy ass punch was that? Let's see that again. I've heard a fist of fury before, but I never heard of a fist of fairy before.
Okay, it's people coming over here. They finna come over here. They calling the police. It's time to go.
And this is a grown-ass man out here acting like a whole fucking goofy. But let's head over to Dalton and check out your boy's campaign kickoff. This dude postponed this thing like 5 times, and this is the best setup they can come up with? Come on, people.
That camera ain't on this. Give me out that camera. All right, this is behind the scenes bloopers, y'all.
Oh my God. You're live.
More like this whole thing is one big blooper.
Sorry, y'all. We was trying to be on time for 5 more minutes, I promise.
5 weeks, and he's still not ready. This shit is ridiculous. It's bad enough he's using SUVs as a backdrop, but now he got a bunch of goofies playing in them.
Okay, y'all, so the issue is that the gas is on the generator, not in the generator.
And if the people he's running against didn't take him seriously before, they definitely don't now.
All right, welcome everybody. Hopefully you can hear me. Some of you know me, some of you don't. My name is Stanley Wood. I'm honored to stand here today in the support of Jedidiah Brown and his campaign for the 2nd Congressional District of Illinois.
I mean, just look at this scene. The kids running around, some random dude down there messing with a speaker. This shit is ghetto as hell.
I first met Jed some time ago in Flint, Michigan, when he came to our city to advocate for the residents during one of our most difficult chapters. We've got plenty in there, trust me, but the water one is the big one. He didn't just show up for a photo opportunity. He stood by us, listened to us, and fought alongside of us for the dignity and the justice we deserve.
The water in Flint is still fucked up. He went all the way down there and did nothing.
Today, I didn't hesitate to drive 4 hours from Flint, Michigan to Dalton, Illinois. We left at 5:30 this morning.
You looking at the face of a whole goofy. And trust, he ain't gonna get the time or the money he just wasted back.
I was gonna be here for this campaign launch. I believe in his vision, his heart, and his unwavering commitment.
Yeah, that's called being brainwashed.
Together with Jedidiah's leadership, we can move toward a future where every community is heard, every person is valued, and no one is left behind.
And you'll notice the trend with all these speakers. They all gotta read what they're saying off their phone because Jad wrote it.
Come on, can we give it up for our next Congressman, Jedidiah Brown?
He even got the UPS man to come up and speak. How about that?
Many of us have sat back many years and listened to Sam Cooke telling us that a change will come.
More like he's reading what Jad told him to say, since Jad uses that same phrase before he starts singing the song at every protest.
It's been a long time coming, but I know change won't come.
Well, some of us are still looking, but I came to tell you we need to look no further because our change is here.
Yeah, okay, buddy. And why is this random dude that's in the background talking on the phone like a moron?
And we are demanding change. And that who would be the one to give us that change will come by the way of none other than Jedidiah Brown.
And at this point, Jad and his crew is taking cosplaying to a whole nother level.
Hello, everyone. I am the mother of Jedidiah Brown, not Daryl Coleman.
And the fact that she even came up here and said that goofy shit goes to show that she's big mad about being loose in the street.
Let me make that clear. That's my battle, that's my fight. But I'm his mother, and I have the blueprint of how his life has really been designed from the womb.
What? So let me understand this. The blueprint was to sleep with multiple men, have a kid named Daryl Eugene Coleman, just to change his name to Jedidiah Brown after another man. Okay.
When God told me about my child being very different and special, he has a heart for all.
I told her that bullshit.
I'm sorry, I had to do it.
And I speak this with the authority and the permission of God that he has given to me.
See what happens when you on God's name? And I promise, that's the last time.
To be moved by what we see, but only by what we believe. And that's the report of the Lord. So he has the blueprint because he's a born leader.
There's a difference when the world make you a leader, and there's a difference when you are born leader.
This guy's had 5 different teams of YouTube activists and couldn't lead any of them.
This isn't about party politics. It's about people and about being advocates for real, positive change led by faith and integrity.
And now we got his sister out here lying. This shit is crazy.
It is my honor to introduce to you the next congressman for Illinois' 2nd District, my brother, Jedidiah Brown.
He hasn't shown anybody proof that he even filed the paperwork to run yet. But here he is out here putting on this show.
I don't know how y'all got this poor dog, but I don't got no hat on and I got on shoes.
For $300, you can go on Amazon and grab Jedidiah's Running for Congress starter kit. And you can pretend too.
A true community must not be measured by how we stand when it's easy, but how we hold each other up when it's hard.
Well, since we've seen him assault multiple people in Harvey so far, I don't think he's really about the community.
We face challenges that test our strength and demand our maturity and our unity.
This dude really just said something about being mature after he made fun of Beth Husband's funeral.
We face challenges of reducing crime and making our neighborhoods safer so that every child can walk without fear.
There's women and children living on Hassan's property, yet this piece of shit called ICE on them.
We must create better paying jobs that provide dignity and stability while also building affordable housing so every family has a place to call home.
Unless you're a squatter. Then Jed and his boys are going to kick your door in and scare the shit out of you and your family.
We must provide services for seniors who deserve to live with that same dignity after giving so much to us.
This dude tried to fight an old man at a town hall meeting, and he was 2 seconds from punching Beth in the face. What a clown.
This campaign is not about picking a side, but to send a strong message down to Washington, D.C. that not only are the people tired, but the people are watching.
Which is what the citizens of Harvey are starting to say about this clown.
And I was raised with one simple truth. Light dispels darkness. And hate can't drive out hate. Love must do that.
Sad to Goofy that punched Amir Shakur's daughter in the face.
I got another message for you. I will not feed into the things to make us divided.
Yeah, remember he said that for later.
We gotta have the will not to know that someone is doing wrong, but to prosecute them.
This dude's broken multiple laws in Harvey so far. He should have been prosecuted.
The will not to fund politicians who oppress their communities. I chose this location because of the resolve of Dalton, Illinois, and standing next to them. They got their justice.
Those fools got played and ripped off for a monkey. Who the fuck is he kidding?
Grab your head. Throw it in there. Because let's be clear here. My name is Jedidiah Brown.
I'm not Jedidiah. It's on everything. I'm not Jedidiah. I'm Daryl.
Thanks for clearing that up for us.
And I fully intend to be the next United States Congressman of Illinois' 2nd Congressional District. And we're going to Washington, D.C. with 720,000 residents that have not been heard, but today is the day. So God bless you, God bless America. Let's get this done.
The fake tears are the best. This shit is hilarious. She dodged the shit out of that snot rag. Check it out.
Do me a favor and let's make some noise for our lawyer. His name is Matthew, ladies and gentlemen. They're our lawyer.
I guess he didn't want his boy John fucking his campaign up like he did Beverly Biggs.
Can we make some noise for the best organization that I've ever known? Investigate and advocate.
Because out of all the groups that he's had, they're the most gullible. And the fact that there's so much information out here showing that this dude is a fraud, and they still throw money at him, goes to show that they just like being scammed.
It's not the party, it's the people!
And in this situation, you're looking at a group of cars playing goofies. And this shit getting so crazy that I gotta roll up about 3 more blunts. So you guys do the same, and I'll catch up with you after this break.
We'll be right back after these messages.
You know what? I'm so tired of black folks.
And now you can read all about it in Jedidiah's new autobiography.
Hell no, God. Why would you want me to fight for them niggas?
The New York Times says his words are so powerful, it felt like Jedidiah was in the room with me.
People whose skin look like mine. Y'all some of the worst. Y'all been some of the worst.
The Ku Klux Klan says Jedidiah just set a new standard of excellence.
Every time I try to help ungrateful ass niggas, black folk.
Read Jedidiah's struggle with the black community.
Ain't no white person ever came at me about no donation. Never. It's always a bunch of N-word bullcrap.
Read how Jedidiah struggles to live in his own skin.
Y'all been some of the worst all my life. I've been black all my life.
If you want to be invited to the cookout, you must read this book.
So sick of this tar baby.
So run and grab your copy today. And remember the words of Jedidiah.
Because black folks are officially the hardest people on earth to fight for.
Welcome back to the show.
Yeah, I'm sure INA's going to buy about 5 copies each. But let's get back to the show.
Because I'm running for a very high level seat, and I'm not going to play with not one moment of this.
Yeah, definitely remember that he said that.
And I'm very genuinely interested and intending to put my best efforts in it and my best foot forward.
And the fact that INA pays this idiot to lie to him every day is fucking hilarious.
Every single person that spoke at that podium today, I know for a fact without a shadow of a doubt that those are people who love me.
I mean, they got to if they're willing to make themselves look like dumbasses supporting a grifter.
If you look at our channel and you look at our broadcast, we are primarily talking about what it is that we're working on or that we're doing.
Or like he's talking about other YouTubers and grifting.
If you go to other channels, you see vitriol and hatred and jealousy, because essentially that's exactly what it is.
Who's going to be jealous of a zesty homeless activist?
We make sure that we are 100% compliant with all the rules and the regulations that govern campaign finance and contributions, and that we employ the right people. I will not take one dime.
A little too late for that since you already got donations from them.
The first contribution to our campaign will come from INA supporters. And when you look at the foods, and let's just be honest. A lot of the people that I'm dealing with, save a couple, which and not even a lot, but these are black people.
Uh-oh, there's those pesky black people getting in your boy's way again. You already know how he feels about them.
Y'all some of the worst. Y'all been some of the worst.
I watched one gentleman's live stream after the announcement.
So instead of him worrying about his campaign, he's watching YouTubers, the people who he says are irrelevant.
And I just listened to the person talk and how they picked apart everything, and I thought that it was fascinating to me.
More like he was crying in the car.
It did not matter to me, but I thought it fascinating.
If it didn't matter to him and the YouTubers are irrelevant, then he wouldn't be talking about it.
And I'm saying this to the people who may have watched these fools communicate, because you will see the group in the chairs, but you didn't see the people standing around. I did.
Trust, if there was a big crowd there, he would have made sure you all saw it. The only people showed up were a couple goofies and his family.
You didn't see the kind of people who were standing around.
They were the type of people with too much time on their hands and not too many brain cells.
Because if you know what I've come through and you know what it takes to do what I'm doing, then I want them to understand that they would never be half of the man that I am.
When is this goofy going to get it through his head that he is not a man?
You are a bottom.
I'm petty. I'm petty. I'm petty.
And I'm actually okay with the fact that my name feeds your face and your family.
And this would be about the 8th time he's giving me verbal permission to make my videos. So thanks, Jed.
I'm not okay with people threatening to shoot me in my head.
And when you fuck with people to the point that they want to actually shoot you, that should tell you you're doing something wrong.
And in my briefing, I come to understand that this is the response of Melissa Crowd.
You a bitch nigga!
She said what needed to be said, and if Jad was smart, he'd leave her alone.
Jedidiah knows what he's did and doing. And yes, one more act of aggression and intimidation, and I'm gonna put a bullet right in his, and I quote, shit. Now play with it.
Since Jad's been in Harvey, he and his crew's done attacked multiple people. Why would he think she wouldn't shoot him?
Going live tonight at 7:30 to discuss current events, including our congressional candidate and his notable campaign rally and announcement with 20 family members, including half children. Oh, hail to the leader. LOL. Oh, hail to the leader. Now, I don't need to prove anything to the likes of someone like that.
He doesn't have to prove anything to people with common sense, because they never believed him in the first place.
And one of the reasons why people who showed up did not want to even be dealing or seen in the camera is because of fools like this.
Those so-called people didn't get on camera because they don't exist.
I want to prove myself to those who are supportive, and I want to prove myself to those who are undecided, and I want to walk all the way from the beginning of this in the trenches and in the mud all the way to the halls of Capitol Hill.
Only way they're gonna let this dude in Capitol Hill is if he's cleaning toilets and selling boy cats.
Need to wipe it down. This nigga is sanitizing, disinfecting, wiping.
And as you can see, that must have been after the Jeffrey pub.
As it relates to For the Culture INA, I want to say this to you all so that you're clear. It's going to take me about $1 million to run this race if it's going to be an overwhelming success.
This fool still hasn't shown his audience that he even filled out the paperwork to run the race. Yet he's asking for $1 million. The grift is real.
But beyond that, we are still going to build a home for the culture.
What, you thought he was going to get to a live stream without trying to get some money? Come on, people.
We're still going to raise $100,000 for the home of our national family of For the Culture INA. Nothing that I said that we were going to do, we're not going to do.
Oh yeah, definitely remember that he said that.
And I'm not going to spend my time in this congressional run responding to or answering to some YouTube.
Yeah, here he is on the day that he announced his campaign, responding to YouTubers.
Because I guarantee you, the work that we're going to do, we're going to make it if we got an army or a militia. Because God is going to favor this campaign. And God's going to make sure that we have every resource we need along the way.
The only resources he's getting are the Social Security checks from INA. God ain't got nothing to do with this.
Now, as it relates to social media bullcrap, intelligent people can see through LNC and Randomnews. They tell me it all the time.
The only people telling him that are those dumbasses in his chat. He doesn't know any intelligent people.
These are just fools trying to feed their families in their face. And I'm okay with that.
And that would make the 9th time he's giving me verbal permission.
Then there's one thing that you must be clear about. You are no effect to me.
Something he should tell his lawyers the next time he threatens to sue me.
You must be inspired. And for me, that's okay. Keep on being inspired. Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Who the fuck is imitating this dude? None of us are out here being zesty ass goofy, sleeping with old men.
Did I enjoy myself?
And that's the sounds of a satisfied customer.
Keep on making your videos because you will walk into a candidate that they're going to say,
I'm a demonic donation thief.
Is one hell of the United States Congress. Or they gonna say, Jedidiah is not to be played with.
As you can see, homegirl's delusional. And me, well, I'm out of weed again. So let's take one more break.
We'll be right back after these messages.
The following ad is paid for by the citizens of Harvey.
Jedidiah Brown claims to be for the community.
A true community must not be measured by how we stand when it's easy, but how we hold each other up when it's hard.
But in reality, he's a menace to society. Jedidiah Brown claims he wants to protect the kids.
We face challenges of reducing crime and making our neighborhoods safer so that every child can walk without fear.
But in reality, he protects those who prey on them.
And now anybody who approaches him, you're gonna have to deal with me.
Jedidiah Brown claims to support seniors.
We must provide services for seniors who deserve to live with that same dignity after giving so much to us.
But in reality, he won't hesitate to physically attack them.
I don't give a fuck if you 90. If you run your mouth, you could be...
My name is Jedidiah Brown.
I'm not Jedidiah. It's on everything. I'm not Jedidiah. I'm Daryl.
Don't waste your vote. Say no to Jedidiah.
Welcome back to the show.
Now spark up, because you're about to slowly start seeing your boy's grift fall apart. And this shit's hilarious.
I'm not sleeping well. And it's not that I'm not sleeping well because I can't get to sleep. I'm not sleeping well because it's just too much going on.
If you can't sleep, why don't you just take one of those pills you be selling?
THC pills, something that's new. You can put it in your ass.
Girl. And I'm sure he stuck one of those pills right up his ass before that old man had him over there like,
did my partner enjoy himself?
And I know you watching this shit mad as hell that I found that. You looking at the face of a zesty ass Goofy.
I have been mostly responding to the call of people who look like me.
And at this point, we already know how he really feels about people that look like him.
Some of the worst people to fight for is people whose skin look like mine. Y'all some of the worst. Y'all been some of the worst.
Napoleon Harris sent gang members to try to check me from Chicago.
Yet another lie that he won't back up with proof.
Now, before I tell you what I gotta say, I gotta tell you what's hurting my heart. Because my biggest opponent, I have come to discover in moving us forward, is us. It's black people. Jesus Christ. It's black people. I'm so tired of black folks.
He's definitely not tired of your money, though.
This has become impossible for me. I cannot fight for us because the enemy that we're facing is us.
Ungrateful ass nigga, black folks.
Yeah, the Goofy only likes black people when he's ready to grift. And if you're still throwing money at him, you're a moron.
And there are so many people around this country that are saying, Jedidiah, come. I'm tired of coming because it's all been on the internet, and then I gotta fight ignorant black people who are jealous because people hear me.
Yeah, well, I'm sure if all the new watchers heard you say this.
I'm so sick of this tar baby.
And you better not let Ku Klux Jag catch you, because he'll put you in one of his Airbnbs and make you work as one of his slaves.
When you come to our Airbnb, not only is it themed because we want it to be an experience, but we also I'm bringing back slavery. Modern day slavery. I got good old niggas who serve 24/7, men and women. They're called house butlers. These people are on call 24/7 for our guests.
Yeah, and he scams a bunch of people on that Airbnb shit too, because that shit's non-existent.
I gotta figure out, do I want to waste my time fighting this as a Democrat or waste my time fighting this as an independent? Because the only reason why I'm fighting it is hopefully get the truth out to y'all so that y'all can see all the options and stop this cycle of bullcrap.
The bullcrap will stop once he stops lying.
I am tired. I'm tired. Tired.
And trust, all those activists use the same phrase when they know that grift is up.
Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm so tired. So fucking tired.
As you can see, they're reading the same script out of the Grifter's Handbook.
I got to the end of the day to file this paperwork because I made an announcement.
This definitely doesn't seem like somebody that's serious about running for Congress.
If I don't file it today, then it's just whatever.
What does he mean it's whatever? Wasn't it the same Goofy that just told you?
I want to prove myself to those who are supportive, and I want to prove myself to those who are undecided, and I want to walk all the way from the beginning of this in the trenches and in the mud all the way to the halls of Capitol Hill.
But now Goofy's all like...
Then it's just whatever.
You look at the face of a whole Goofy.
I have up until afternoon to fill out this paperwork. I'm just trying to figure out, do I even want to go through this?
I mean, why wouldn't he want to go through it? Didn't he already say?
We're going to make it if we got an army or a militia, because God is going to favor this campaign. And God's going to make sure that we have every resource we need along the way.
So since he's supposed to believe in God so much, why is he worried about it, right? Come on, people.
If you're tired already, yes, And don't talk about no already, because I've been doing the job for 20 years.
What job? All he's been doing for 20 years is grifting, scamming, and causing chaos.
If I foul, then everything I say becomes politics. If I foul as a Democrat, I have an uphill battle for the nomination of a party who needs to be held accountable. If I foul Republican, I'm definitely a traitor. And if I foul independent, then it's not just one uphill, it's an uphill mountain. And I'm already dealing with fools. So then now they increase their foolishness.
This sounds like a whole bunch of excuses from a goofy looking for a way out.
If you don't run now, your haters are going to have a field day. I don't care about them. They gonna care. Denise, this is real life, not the internet. I am not thinking about these people talking smack. Let them people eat.
And that would make the 13th time he's giving me verbal permission to eat.
We're still trying to get to our 100th member. A lady named Ashley Cunningham left investigating, advocating. Carl left investigating. Carl and Ashley left for the culture. They're the first two departures we've had since we started. And we haven't even gotten over the 100 person yet.
Well, at least 2 people were able to snap out of Jazz zesty trance.
So do y'all think I want to add running on my plate if it's going to be...
Zesty.
And I'm sure when dude said,
"Did my partner enjoy himself?"
Your boy Jab was all like, this shit is way too much. Now, instead of Goofy working on his campaign, he decided to fly to DC for no reason. And I'll just show you the best parts, but the shit was pretty boring.
Being in the race is a problem to them. And after much consideration and thought, I have decided that I am going to run for Congress, officially for sure. We are going to go in and file the document. I spoke with our lawyers. The deadline that we had today was not real.
Trust, there's a lot of shit about this whole campaign that ain't been real from the start.
We're going to start circulating my petitions because I am running for United States Congress in the Illinois 2nd Congressional District.
And if you ain't called bullshit at this point, you're fucking delusional.
But I promise you this, when I'm on that stage, it ain't gonna be no bull spit because I'm gonna have all my stuff in order.
Yeah, remember he said that, and remember that face.
If y'all want a campaign promise, here's one.
And we all know how shady politicians are with their campaign promises.
Y'all make me a congressman in Illinois, I promise y'all gonna still see me showing up in municipalities around Chicago. You ain't getting a dime if you not doing right by your constituents. That's the kind of Democrat, and that's the kind of congressman I'm gonna be. That's why they gonna work like hell to make sure I don't get there.
This dude just made up this whole shit in his own head. Your boy's delusional.
Oh my God. If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Well, since your boy's been lying for years now, we must be watching a zombie. And this is the episode of The Walking Dead beat.
Do you all know that I've just looked down at my phone and I just got a text from a person in leadership here in DC? Let me show y'all the text. I can't show y'all who just messaged me because y'all don't need to know that I got friends like that. But look.
There your boy goes lying again. He's covering the screen and just showing you a random text from a random person. And we already know whenever he puts his hand over shit trying to hide it, he's full of it.
This is a influential, powerful person. Just text me at 10:07. You coming to DC? And I said, I'm here. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know.
And when you gotta make up shit in your head to make yourself feel better, you know you're delusional. Stop tapping for coins, my dude.
I'm shocked that they even knew. Oh yeah. And I had I'm not telling y'all.
Because he hasn't made that part of the story up yet. You're looking at the face of a whole fucking fraud. But you know Goofy came back the next day with even more lies to tell. Check it out.
I want to speak to you guys about my enemies. And I'm not going to spend my time in this congressional run responding to or answering to some YouTubers.
As you can see, your boy can't keep his word about simple shit. So I doubt he's gonna run for Congress.
I do what I gotta do to get done, to be effective where I'm at. But I am not no dumb man. I'm not a man that's mental.
But when you're sitting on the internet with an empty gun to your head, crying like a bitch for clout, I'll say you're pretty mental.
I know what it takes, and I'm just willing to go the distance. And just to be honest with you, most people aren't.
Remember he said that.
I have literally not responded under the instruction of God. Because before that, I was cussing them out, making jokes, doing episodes back about them, and literally beating their ass.
You can tell the dude's never been in a real fight. Him and his bodyguard jumped another dude, and now he's acting like he did something. He's a fucking clown.
If you fuck with me, you will find out, because I will defend myself as best as I can.
Again, he ain't gonna do shit without that bodyguard being around. And he already proved that when King Rob and them came to his house and he hid.
We're at Jedidiah's house. Look at this, y'all. This is Chosen King, Marco, and Rob.
Hey, Jedidiah! Jedidiah! You here? Tell him D came back.
Yeah, your boy hid in the house like a bitch, waited for him to leave, then went online and tried to talk shit.
And I'll protect myself at any cost. And so what you do not do is show up at any address that I'm on acting like you want to do harm to me or my loved ones, because that program is too far and I'm not going to play that kind of game.
You know, unless he's doing it to Tiffany Henyard, then he's cool with going to people's houses.
You, Tiffany, I'm going to show you. He'll leave your ass just like he left his wife.
Or how about when he went to Ryan's house to harass him?
You are a literal piece of shit.
See, Jed only thinks he's crossing the line when you do it to him.
So I was doing that. But then I got a call from the greatest prophet I've ever known. And she gave me the instructions from the Lord. And she says, I'm taking mama out of this and I'm speaking to you as the Lord speaks to me. And her words to me was, God said, shut your mouth.
And if she told him that years ago, he probably wouldn't have turned out like the piece of shit that he is.
And so when she said it, she said that the Lord said to tell you to shut your mouth. And I said, okay. Now, because God said, every time I see an attack, instead of me responding to the attacker, I just talk to God.
Again, if you believe anything that just came out of his mouth, you're an idiot. But don't worry, I'll prove it later.
I want to be clear here. I have never engaged in a strike of any channel outside of things that I authentically believe. And I'm so blessed to have a team that is working for and with me to stand up against things that we believe to be passing the line of expressing your First Amendment rights.
He and his team don't have any say in what people's First Amendment rights are. They strike channels because they can't stand the truth. And because they're doing that shit illegally, that's a RICO charge.
And that's why when I call the national media, they say, oh, this Jedidiah? Okay, absolutely, we will speak with you. Because that's what my name and my work does.
His name and his work are both dirt. And if you type it in on Google, you'll get the full picture.
To whom much is given, much is required. You cannot go higher if you're not willing to give something up. And guess what I decided to give up? I decided to give up y'all. And that's why I wrote on their status last night while watching them for that 30 minutes. I've given this fight over to the Lord.
So God told him to shut up, and he decides he's going to not respond to YouTubers, and he's going to give it to the Lord. Let's see how long that lasts.
And then they said, you know, here come the grip. And then they played it, and I say, and I'm out here on DC on my dime. Didn't spend $1 of my money.
And there's another fraudulent slip, because he didn't spend one dime of his money.
From my organization for the culture INA. And then they said, with what income? Let me tell you something. I serve a God that clothes the lily of the field and feed the fowl of the air. Don't worry about where I live. Don't worry about how much money I got in the bank. Just look at the fact that I'm here.
And the fact that he doesn't have a job and he's there goes to show you that he's either selling boy cat or he's out here spending the money that the people donate to him.
So I want to tell you that because you got to go to work every day and you got to deal with the problems that you deal with on the level you dealing with, don't mean that I'm compromised.
I mean, according to your family, that's exactly what it means. And you've been doing this since way back.
Trans on me now.
Yeah.
he not being straight up, straight down with it because, like she say, he's scared that the Christian following gon' bag away from him, and that's his hustle.
That's how he eat. That's how he live. He don't have no job. How you think he living downtown? He ain't got no job. Who's paying for this?
Oh, wow.
Y'all better start investigating who paying that man bills.
And when his own family are telling you that he's a scammer, and you keep throwing money at him, you're a dumbass.
What's your name?
My name Robert.
Robert?
I hope to see you again.
I hope so too. I didn't mean to. What y'all was in here macking?
Shit, we back to about $1,000.
Oh my God, don't say that.
And he's currently macking INA and Porticulture out of thousands more.
The last almost decade of my life, I've been able to go where I want, do what I want to do, get what I want to get from whatever, whenever, however, whoever, including my own family and my own creative ability to get wealth.
He wasn't lying about the fact that he'll use anybody for wealth any way he can because he did it to his own family.
He had a
GoFundMe pages, 4 of them. 4 different GoFundMe pages up.
For the
under the guise of he's going to do a separate funeral for my son without my permission, and had all these people sending him money.
And he got the money. You think he got the money?
I know he got the money. I know he got the money.
And when you do some dirty shit like that to your own family, you'll do it to anybody.
And if don't nobody donate a dime for me to do community work, Jedidiah still gonna be able to survive.
Y'all better start investigating who paying that man bills.
You been around selling boy cat for the longest.
And guess what? I got homes.
Well, since he's bringing up houses, let's talk about this lie. Remember when he said this in my last video?
We had to relocate my mother. Do you know how stressful this shit is?
And if you can't tell by the grin, this lie is so bad he can't even keep a straight face.
Imagine having to look at your mom and say, I gotta put security on you. And I gotta, and her having to move.
And I told you in the last episode he was full of shit. And since he's still going live from his mother's house till this day, you see I was right.
And if your gift is from God is not to be meddling in everybody else's business and affairs, then that's why you don't understand what favor feels and looks like.
That's the dude that spends his life meddling in other people's affairs.
And you're looking at a man that's getting ready to run for one of the highest offices offered to his state after the whole world witnessed me sit in the car with a gun to my head.
You know, when he was out there lying on his nephew in the way that he died, also claiming that it was his kid.
It's over. And I don't know what suicide does, but my kid committed suicide because of me.
And the cousin didn't commit suicide. He tragically drowned. But leave it to this piece of shit to sit there and try to make some money and get some clout off it.
I gotta beg y'all to give $1 so we can change lives.
And why not try to grift for money before you kill yourself?
And then they said, well, what victories have you had? Let me tell you the biggest victory that I done had in America. I've been a black man that has been speaking against this system, and they ain't been able to stop me yet.
Nobody stopped them because none of these politicians care or know who this goofy even is.
I have built several organizations that have been in causes, and each one of them have almost been national to where we have had people join across this country.
And every organization he's ever built has exposed him for being a fraud, and they all broke up.
My advocacy have resulted in millions of dollars recovered from individuals who at one point felt unheard.
Well, I guess you're going to tell us the names of all these people and give us some proof, right?
I just don't have to run their names down the list.
Yet again, no proof.
I've been fortunate to sit down in almost every major project in the city of Chicago. My name just ain't on the list.
His name's just not on the list. Just take his word for it, guys.
Now, I might not have solved Kanika Jenkins' case, but I was the leader.
Yeah, the leader of bringing a bunch of bullshit to that case. Because all he did when he got down there was cause a bunch of fucking drama.
And while I was in charge, I organized all the way up to 1,200 people who showed up to fight for her. But we didn't have the decision-making power, but we fought for her, with most of those out-of-towners being fed, housed, and even receiving jail support on a daily basis.
And of course he's full of shit. But if you want to know what really happened when he got down there, just go check out the Jedidiah playlist on our page, and you'll get the whole story.
My greatest accomplishment in all of this, because it's a lot more. I just can't think about it on the spot, but
because you ain't never done shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of this broadcast, it is with my most extreme honor and pleasure to announce that the quiet, intentional coordination of the leaders of Investigate and Advocate. It is my honor to announce that Fania Dukes is about to receive a viable offer of employment that should ensure her ability to take care of all her basic needs and then some.
Fania asked for Andrew Holmes to be arrested and for her to get justice. Instead, this goofy Sandy got her a job.
I may not be able to arrest the perpetrators that are alleged.
So all that shit he talked about having Andrew Holmes arrested by his friends at the DOJ was all bullshit. Just like this fake ass badge that your boy got out the cereal box.
But I just got word that INA, within a week or so, will be making a viable that Fania is about to get a viable job offer at the workings of Investigate and Advocate. Thank you, haters. Keep on proving my God.
No, what we're about to prove is you're a fucking fraud. And that's the perfect segue into our last clip. Because Goofy came online and posted this up. And when I saw it, I started dying laughing. And then he posted this video. So spark up that last blunt and get ready to look at the face of a whole goofy ass fraud.
But moments ago, we released our official statement suspending our campaign.
Now, the only dumbasses that really believed he was going to run for Congress are INA and For the Culture. And once again, their zesty ass commander got them looking like a whole bunch of fucking goofies.
And I want to read that statement to you for really quick.
And I hope you're hungry, because he's about to feed you a whole lot of word salad.
The debate within has truly concluded. I was extremely excited to join the campaign trail and demonstrate the greatness of the little guy despite the odds. However, considering the state of our union and my personal sentiment with the Democrats, whom I've always been a part of and voted for, I simply can't, in good conscience, file nomination paperwork for a party that has failed to deliver and taken advantage of my community.
The only person that's fucking with the community is the goofy that grifted a whole campaign that he was never going to run and who's going around Harvey beating up the citizens.
Illinois is a Democrat stronghold, and our plight is their creation. Republicans offer no real refuge to turn to at this time, so I'm stuck experiencing the brunt of the political impact as everyone else.
You're just looking at a zesty ass goofy that wasn't
willing to go the distance, and just to be honest with you, most people aren't. I will also refuse. I will press our legislative branch to do greater at protecting our democracy and staying engaged.
How's he expect to do any of this from his mother's couch, especially since he still has to wash his clothes?
I will also refuse the path of hatred due to a difference of opinion.
So I guess he's not going to hate on this video due to my difference of opinion.
I will speak loudly and work tirelessly doing my part for us.
And by us, he ain't talking about you.
Ungrateful ass niggas, black folk.
I believe I need to continue my work of learning and working to bring some healing to our nation, because partisan politics has become our true enemy instead of our greatest asset.
Too bad he's not playing partisan politics. It's more like he's playing
political theater. To those gearing up with me, I appreciate you with my whole heart and pray you will continue the mission.
Today, I didn't hesitate to drive 4 hours from Flint, Michigan to Dalton, Illinois. We left at 5:30 this morning.
Jay got these people out here looking goofy as fuck.
This is certainly not the last you've heard of me.
Yeah, because as long as there's an ambulance moving, your boy will be chasing it.
God willing, we will make a difference in the appropriate lane.
Isn't he the same one that just told you God was going to get him through this campaign?
Because God is going to favor this campaign. And God's going to make sure that we have every resource we need along the way.
Hey, Jed, at this point, you really should stop lying on God, bro.
Literally, we did not raise $1. The first contribution to our campaign will come from INA supporters.
And INA sitting over there right now like,
I don't think that my money went the wrong way.
Because they're a bunch of brain dead goofies.
I'm not ashamed. I don't feel bad. I'm very much so in high spirit. And the reason why is because my soul is just not for sale.
Yeah, because he sold that a long time ago. And he's also been
selling boy cat for the longest.
And my character will not be diluted. Nothing that I said that we were going to do, we're not going to do.
Yeah, your character's shit. And INA, that's your commander.
Every single time that I sat down to fill out the paperwork, when it came to putting down my party, it was almost as a repulsive regurgitation, a feel that I involuntarily felt because I am not happy.
He might not be happy, but I know this dude was.
So now let's tell you about what happens right now. I am so happy that we have suspended this campaign.
Looks like Goofy went out of his way to
work like hell to make sure I don't get there. I am getting ready to take my trip to California. I'm going to, I did not get my meeting with YouTube.
Just like his campaign, he was never planning on going to YouTube.
I have requested it again. I'm going to YouTube.
He's really trying to cover this shit up by saying he's going to YouTube to try to save face in front of his audience. What a clown.
I'm going to YouTube. I am going physically to YouTube headquarters because there are some things that I want to make them aware of, and there's some ideas, and there are some items that I want to see if they will and or can consider.
Yeah, I know. You know he's lying through his teeth because he still hasn't gone to YouTube yet. He's still sitting on his mother's couch.
That's number one. I'm not going to talk about the fullness of my plan here.
And when you hear him say he's not going to talk about something, you know he's lying.
But ladies and gentlemen, I think that I have a level of clarity that I've not had, that I am excited about, because it is time for America to get her ass whooped.
Yeah, okay, buddy. As you can see, this shit was nothing more than
foolishness
and
political theater.
All to feed one goofy's ego who wanted to play politician for a day and feel important. So let's light one up to this whole group of dumbasses and the shortest campaign run in history, because that's where we're going to end this episode. But don't worry, I'm coming back Monday with part 2. And trust me, it's even better than this episode. But as always, I hope you had a good time. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to help the channel out, hit the Cash App for your boy. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
I'm a demonic donation thief.
I'm not Jedidiah. I'm there. I have a relationship with the DOJ. I'm not lying about that.
I'm petty.
Your bathroom is not there.
I watch Random News, and you at home should subscribe.